All right. So, welcome to another episode of the Grey Game podcast. Today, we have a guest that I rate highly. We've got Avi, also known as One Avinas on TikTok, Instagram, everything. And today, we're going to sit down once again, nothing but love for all my supporters and my audience. And yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Well, let's get into it, man. Firstly, thank you for inviting me to the platform, man. Like,
all love.
I'm happy. I'm more than happy to be here. And yeah, you know, it feels like like a call up, like a big call up, innit?
Yeah.
So it's an honor, bro. So I appreciate it.
Oh, that's all love, my brother, man. That definitely means a lot. You know what I mean? So we started on the right foot. Good rapport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's keep it going. I'm gonna start with some would you rathers because I want to get into more about your mindset or just have a little bit of fun. So I'm gonna start with some would you rathers. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, of course, man. Always.
Match fit. That's what I like.
Always.
What we got? Cool. We're going to start with number one, yeah? Would you rather one massive celebrity like a CR7 or a Drake, yeah, strictly wear Cali, but nobody else can buy it, or everyone in the UK buys it, but you'll never get that celebrity cosign?
No, everyone in the UK buys it, but I never get the celebrity cosign.
Yeah. Okay, you prefer the streets and the culture, like?
No, but you know what it is? It's like, you mentioned that if the one celebrity wears it, then no other celebrity can wear it? Or is it no other person can wear it?
No one else can wear it, yeah.
That's dead though, bro. Like, I need you want to see, like, it's like art. You want people to see it on people. You want to see people really like it, really wear it.
Yeah.
If I was trying to make a one of one thing, I don't think I would. I don't think I'm that sort of person. I think I made it for. I made the clothing for, because eventually, it's like my dream to see it on everyone. Like, I walk out and I see people wear it.
Yeah. No, I respect that, because a lot of people are clout chasers. Like, when they start a business or a brand, it's more about clout and how it looks. I mean, so there's some fools out there that will say, you know what, I'd rather Drake buys my brand just so I can say Drake's wearing it. You know what I mean? So it's good though. You prefer the streets and the culture, man. I respect that. All right. Would you rather be rich and everyone hates you, bro? Or poor but everyone shows you love and no matter where you go, you'll be looked after?
What do you mean by hate though? Like, hate, they want to kill you?
Despised, bro. Not they want to kill you, but when you walk through the streets, they're all throwing eggs at your head and that.
Who's everyone? But what about family, friends, or even they hate you?
Everyone, bro.
Yo, I can't lie. No. I'd rather be poor but looked after.
Okay. All right, I hear that.
And that, cause bro, I don't know. I think it's not even about the money. I think it would be too overwhelming just being going out and
being despised.
Yeah, I already get I can get easily overwhelmed or uneasy sometimes. Just from if I'm speaking to someone and I sense maybe even the tone is a bit wrong.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine if everyone's hating me, and I know that as well. That's gonna be too much, innit?
Okay, no, fierce. No, I agree, bro. I agree, because hate is strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, question number 3. Would you rather find a cure for cancer or stop world poverty?
Yo, that's oof. I'd say a cure for cancer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First, if you could be reincarnated, what life would you choose? And it can't be similar to a life you've already had.
As a reincarnated into another human?
Yeah, another life,
another life, any timeline, whatever.
Yeah.
Me, I love my culture and roots. So I'd love to be a reincarnated not even as a king or anything, just I would love to so I'm from Sri Lanka, right? I'd love to be reincarnated and just live a life there and see how it would have turned out back there, right? Yeah, that's it.
Okay, fierce. I respect that.
But it would be nice to have to be a king and have 100 wives and all of that. That's nice as well. Yeah,
1000%.
Yeah.
1000%. Cool. If everyone in the UK was infected like Resident Evil, yeah, only you have the antidote, would you save everyone but you die in the end, or escape to another country, save yourself but everyone else suffers?
But everyone eventually dies.
They're just zombies, isn't it? They're suffering.
Nah, both is a bad ending, right? So I just choose the first one, save everyone, and then just die in it. What would you do?
Do you know what? My heart wants to say save myself. No, tell a lie. My head wants to say save myself, but my heart's saying like just die and save everyone. Because I'm one person, you feel me? Like that's selfish. Like what about like the little kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially when they're in front of you as well, you can't say no.
Yeah, bro. It's like that's so wrong. And I'm just on an island somewhere and everyone's rubbed out, and I can't do that, man. So I'm with you still. Yeah, I'll save everyone. Last one, yeah. If you have a son, would you rather him be the richest and best footballer in the world, or create a medicine that makes everyone live longer?
Nah, richest and best footballer. Bro, nah, like that's like a dream, bro.
Yeah.
What about you?
People don't need to live longer. They live long enough, bro. Some people live till 90, 89. That's a long time, bro.
Exactly. Someone else is gonna do it anyways. Someone else is gonna do it.
There we
anyways.
go.
Yeah.
So I'm going footballer. You know what I mean? Just add that to my family line.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight.
Yeah.
1000%. So one thing that you mentioned, which I like, yeah, is you spoke about your roots and your culture. Yeah. So I'm from Northwest, innit? So when I was growing up, I remember, I think it was year 8 or something, and there's like a little spot in Wembley. And one guy was like, bro, don't go over there. That's where the Tamil Tigers chill. You don't want it with these lot, whatever, innit? I was thinking, Tamil Tigers, like, who's that? That's my first intro into Tamil culture.
Yeah.
But that's a negative introduction. I want you to give me a positive introduction into the culture.
Okay. Well, I could go on for ages about this, but so I'm Tamil, and like it's an ethnicity, it's a group of people from Sri Lanka. There's also a group of people like Tamil people in India, Malaysia, whatever. But we're separate. Like we're Sri Lankan Tamils.
Okay.
But we don't call ourselves. So this is another thing, is that a lot of Tamils, they don't refer to themselves as Sri Lankan Tamils.
Okay.
That's because of like some stuff back home.
Yeah.
So we don't associate ourselves with that country.
Yeah.
There was like a conflict and like a long war, which led to like mass migration. That's why we're scattered around the whole world.
So see, yeah.
Obviously Sri Lanka's the island, and there was like a little bit of discrimination.
Cool.
So then there was like a war.
Yeah.
And a lot of Tamils believe in a separate home country in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
But obviously that never came into fruition.
Okay.
The war ended like 2009.
Okay.
So all of our parents, they all lived through it.
Yeah.
And so going back to the point about Sri Lankan Tamils specifically, like we call ourselves Elam Tamils, because we believe that it's long, but we call ourselves Elam Tamils. Yeah. So us specifically, the ones that you probably see in the UK, like Wembley, like Croydon, whatever. We're just very proud of where we're from, like, and
certified.
You know, we're proud of many things. Like Tamil is one of the oldest languages or the oldest current spoken language.
Yeah.
Proper. We have a lot of like history. Like we like gold. We like jewelry. Like that's very like integrated. And also just Tamils in general. Like I think one thing I'd say about them. Also, you spoke about the Tamil Tigers in
Wembley,
the Tamils that came in the 90s and 2000s. They were a bit tapped.
So it's on foolishness.
They came from a war-torn country. Like the war was heavy at that time. So they're coming here and they seen everything there. So
just tear the place up, kind of thing.
I
hear it.
But I'm 2002, so I was born in 2002. I grew up like 2010s.
Yeah.
Like my generation, like that, the ones that we were born in the 2000s, but we kind of grew up in 2010s. Like now the kids 2020s, we're way more like study focused, because like obviously, I think after the war finished and everything, and once our parents realized like, yo, firstly, we're not going back, and secondly, we need to like make something of ourselves here.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Tamils are very education focused, and like just pushing, you know, like just trying to make a living, like just trying to do well here. But I'd say like we're hard workers. Whether it was the ones that came before that was doing all sorts, there was a lot of them that worked hard. Very business minded as well. And but just like any other community, like there's good things and there's flaws as well, of course.
Naturally, yeah. But you know what? I'm glad you mentioned the business minded thing. I wanted to move on to your business, yeah? So you've got a brand called Kale, right? And I remember we spoke beforehand and you told me, of course, like you started it a year ago. What is your vision for where you want Kale to go?
Okay, so like for me, when I first started it, one thing I was worried about was that people were gonna, or like a lot of people were gonna assume it's like a quick like a pivot into like something that's like kind of like fast money.
Mm.
And like I wanted to kind of not go into streetwear.
Yeah.
Because of that. And like obviously also I was like when I first started, I mentioned that I wanted it to like eventually become like a designer brand. So like in like 50 years time, it's like in your Selfridges and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's been ups and downs on the journey where like sometimes I've even pivoted.
Yeah.
But I know what I want it to be. And like I'm happy to say it, because if it becomes true, is nice to have called it before. And if it doesn't,
when
like,
it becomes true,
or when it becomes true, and of course, and in the worst case that it doesn't, like I still like to like wear stuff on my sleeve, like just say it, and like if it doesn't, like who cares? Like I tried, innit?
Naturally.
So yeah, like for me, like I want it to be like you know, like your Gucci's, like your Burberry's, whatnot. That's the like luxury menswear.
Course.
And yeah, like a dream would have been or would be to like be in like your Selfridges, your Harrods and whatnot. Okay. Like Manya Devoir, like Reese Murborough is like he's like a big inspiration.
That's a proper example still, because what he did, I remember when it first come out, like obviously like I got some pieces but I didn't rate it, if that makes sense. Cause I thought to myself like, what the hell is this, bro? Like, I'm saying, and then out of nowhere I've watched the journey. And when I look at like what he's done and what he's created and how far he's gone, I sit there and like all I can say is bravo, bro, because that's exceptional. And I think you see like with a lot of content creators as well, I think where some content creators go wrong is they look at things as like a hustle. So like you mentioned just now, like this is just a get rich quick scheme. It's like, bro, if it started quick, it'll end quick. So I like that you're looking at the longevity, because that's important. And even like, not even just that, but what I'm interested in as well is like, tell me about like you growing up and what that was like for you, like school, everything. You could start from school.
So like primary school, I just went to like some local. I grew up in Hayes.
Okay,
Hayes, West London.
West.
Yeah,
okay, certified.
So I went to some primary school like 2 minutes down the road. We used to live in like some flats like in Hayes, so like the primary school was like 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
And like that was nice. Like I was always academic because like my mum and dad were, my mum especially, like so I'm the only child.
Okay, me too.
Oh really? Yeah. So my mum was like not only is like obviously I guess my parents are putting everything into me.
Yeah.
Also, like my mum is like really involved in my life.
Yeah.
I have to say way more than, like I have a strong relationship with both of them, but my mum is way more involved than my dad. Like my dad's a bit laid back. My mum's like, okay, like
I'm on him.
Yes, yeah, bro. Yeah. So when I was growing up, my mum was like telling me to just study, like, and I was working hard. Like my mum, like I wouldn't know like anything else. Like I'd just be studying, and like I was good at it as well.
Yeah.
And so yeah, then secondary school. So there was this thing called the 11+ that you do to like, if you pass it, you go to like a grammar school.
Yeah.
So like this is another thing that was like is super big in like in like Tamil culture, especially because all the mums and dads are gossiping, saying like, does your son go grammar school? And like if he doesn't go grammar school, oh, your son's kind of robbed. Like that's the comments they sort of make. Yeah. So grammar school is a big thing. So my parents were like, my mum was like, he needs to do the 11+.
Yeah.
So I studied for that. I passed it. I went to a grammar school. In Slough.
Yeah.
So just outside London.
Yeah.
Called Langley Grammar. And then when I was there, that was smooth as well. I was just always studying.
Yeah.
I had like a small like issue in school is that like I think I always liked being funny, like, or trying to make people laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
And that got the better of me in the sense that I used to do like a lot of like silly, like stupid stuff, like getting a lot of trouble and like a lot of like dumb stuff just to like just keep up with like making people laugh and like doing all of that and just messing around.
Yeah.
So that was about it, and I studied. I finished school. Went to the same sixth form. That was smooth. Then went to uni.
Yeah.
I went uni in Birmingham. So I went to University of Birmingham.
Okay.
I done economics there. That was smooth as well. Like finished that.
Yeah, because it's a rough subject still. So.
Economics. Yeah. You know what it was? When I done it for A-levels, it was I loved it. It was easy. It felt easy. Then when I went to uni, I hated it. It was like 2 different subjects, even though it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. No, I feel you, bro. And then from there,
So when I was at university, what happened was like during my first year, I used to I loved like social media, like just scrolling and like rotting and scrolling. Like I used to do that all the time. So especially at uni when you get a lot of time to yourself as well. So that's when like I'd say like the first sort of like uni creators came about, like people talking about their uni experience. Then a lot of stuff happened in my first year at uni that I was like, if I spoke about this, like this is going like viral. Like I knew it. I'd be telling my boys like, yo, but it was like this was 2021, 2022. So now like it's actually more common to be on social media than not. But I'd say like back then, especially around my age group, if you just started like and you started talking, like you'd be worried because someone would be like, look at my man, or like this guy's wet or this and that. So I was a bit conscious about that. So I didn't jump on in my first year. But in my second year, I was just like, the thought that hit me was I don't want to be like 70 years old and like regretting like I should have done this.
There we go.
That was the one thing that, that was literally the thing. Like I imagined it, and then I was like, you know what, I have to start. So I just started posting about like my uni experience, like being a student and like just funny stories or story times and whatnot, like nightclubs and like what I saw and this and that. And I think one, like the people that were at uni at the time, they liked it, so they were a lot of my core audience at the start. And secondly, a lot of people, the younger people that were about to get into uni, they were getting excited because like some of my stories, like they'll be like, no way this happens at uni, so they're getting excited, wanting to go uni or like stuff like that. So I picked up an audience with them, and then I done like it will be like all sorts of content like over. So I started 2022 October. I was doing all sorts, and then like now we're here, I guess. Yeah.
Because you know what? Partly the reason, obviously, like I shouted you to jump on as well, is like you strike me as a pure person. Like when I look at you, you don't give me nasty vibes. Like, I can tell you're not a corrupted person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason I rate that a lot is because like I find in life, especially like with young men as well, like some things can happen to people and they go down a certain path, and there's some people you knew them and they were cool, and then over time they just become a worse person. And I think that's even more heartbreaking because you think, I knew you when you was a good soul, if that makes sense. So obviously like in your 20s now, how do you like navigate that and still keep like just like your integrity, like your soul, just navigating this world and not allowing things and people to like corrupt you?
I'd say like obviously like I have my flaws as well, where like I make bad choices, or like I can be rude to loved ones, and you know like it happens.
You're
right?
human though, innit?
Of course. But like just in general, I think like I give like a lot of credit to my mum, especially because my mum's been like on my back since I was young, all the way until even now. And like she's instilled like a lot of like morals and like ethics into me. And like you pick it up as well because like I just see like the way my mum and dad are, they're like very honest. They never cheat anything. Like they never cheat the system or anything. Like they'll declare everything. Like everything, they've always been honest. So when I see that, and I guess it's hard to like pivot away from like the moral compass that you've been given since young. Especially my mum. Like my mum's been like I don't think I've seen my mum do anything like wrong in front of me. So and I'd say she's like probably my mum and dad are the biggest influences on me. So through that, and then like now when I'm 20 and whatnot, I don't like not that I don't like disappointing people. I don't like wronging people. So like I never want to like leave a sour taste in like anyone's mouth. Not because like not because of like any like, oh, I don't want him to hate me or anything. It's more cause like I just like I'm just calm in it, like anything. I'm just calm with everything. So that's it. I'd say like your moral compass is very hard to shift once like it's been like ingrained in you. So I have to give the credit to like I think my parents done a great job at like being on me since young. Yeah.
I think, bro, like I said, I will always have like respect for pure people. I always say to people, it's easy to be a bad person. Like it's so easy. Do you know what I mean? So it's like whenever I meet people that are like good or they live their life in the clean way, like even when I watch your content and that stuff, bro, it's like it's strictly business. You're living life, bro. Like that's stuff that I rate, like I said, highly in it, which is why in the intro I introduced you the way I did. I would say as well, yeah, this is a question I got for everyone. You know what I mean? Obviously, a guy in your position, what's the dating looking like? What's the situation looking like with the women?
Okay, so this is crazy. So this timing is crazy. So I've been in a long-term relationship since third year, so my final year of uni.
Swear on.
And yeah, like for so that was 2024, so 2 years.
Yeah.
And we've gone our separate ways recently. So
Okay.
like a couple weeks ago even.
Yeah.
So that was weird. Like that was weird because it's like you plan your whole life around someone and like you want things to work.
Naturally,
obviously.
Yeah.
And like the it wasn't anything like no one wronged each other. It was just I think more compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not even to get into that one deep because I can't lie. It's one of them ones where I don't want to close the door off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You see what? I respect that. I know man like you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because there's certain guys, yeah, they got no techers, bro. Like they're just eager. They're just rough on the ball. They're not Rolls Royce players. You feel me? Like the minute they're done with a woman, yeah, they just do that foolish thing where they diss her. And one thing they don't understand about women is like, not all of them, but you see in the beginning, she might be longing and wanting for you. Yeah? You see when she goes out into that big wide world and she realizes and she gets over you, your time's over. She'll start talking to you like you're wearing a wire. Do you understand? So I like you said what you said. That door, you know, you have to leave it a little bit ajar.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just let the light peek through a little bit.
It's one of them was like sometimes in my content or like because of that in the last 2 years like I was never really a fan of that anyways, but I wouldn't put myself in positions to make content with other females and whatnot because like I didn't want to disrespect my girlfriend at the time and whatnot, and I just, you know, like I valued like personal life way more. So obviously hindsight everything's different, but at the time you think this is the girl you're gonna marry.
Naturally, yeah.
You don't wanna like I believe in respect a lot, and like I didn't want to disrespect her just for some content online and stuff like that. It would only be like girls that I knew before or whatnot that I had a civil relationship with. It wouldn't be nothing else. But before that, before I was with my girlfriend when I was at uni, I can't lie, when I first blew up, it was crazy. Like because you're at uni, like at uni they treat you like, I'm not even joking, or like on my mum's life they start treating you like you're Ronaldo. Like this was bro, I think it's different. I think like there's creator inflation now, so it's probably like if there's someone watching this and like you're at uni and you're doing it, it might be, the times might have changed, but this is when like they would like you can count on your hand how many like uni content creators there was or is. When I was at uni, like, and I used to go clubbing all the time as well, like like people be like throwing themselves at you, or like you get DMs like every second of the day and this and that. So that was back then. Then as soon as I got into a relationship, I cut everything off. That was it, and we're here now. I guess I guess I'm single. I'm fresh on the not on the market. It's not like like I'm trying to score now. I'm just like, now I'm just, you know,
free agent.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to not find myself, because I think I know myself well, but it's just time for myself now, innit?
I think that's the best way though, bro. Cause you see what, like even when you go back to what you said about uni, you know, there's certain man that would have put up Haaland numbers in uni. Like they would have just done a mad thing. But where you stay disciplined now, I think that's contributed to you as a creator and obviously like your business as well. Cause you see where like a lot of men go wrong. Once they start to smell success or things are going right, they start DMing certain girls, they start going after the girls they couldn't get before and all of these things. And it's like, that's all well and good. But why I find it distracting as well is it starts to be about them. So like there's certain guys, he's making money or whatever. Okay, I'm going to take all my money and fly this one out. And it's like, it becomes so much about enjoyment. His head's scattered. So that's why I say sometimes, like, if you're trying to do the sensible thing, like get the girl, have like your close set of friends, be disciplined, you'll get a lot further, bro. Because there's a lot of men in your position that would have crashed out, bro. Like all had like 5 kids, like father of 5.
I agree with you. It's one of them, like, I don't really think there's a Like, because everyone has their own life and experiences, right? I don't
Naturally.
really think there's a right or wrong answer in how you pivot about it. But me, like, I believe like, I guess the best way is just like, just live your own life, innit? I guess. Like, some people, their comfort might be to chat to 100 different girls or whatnot. But that's them. Like, it's not like I'm gonna look at them and think that, oh, you're like this. Or some people, they might find comfort in being in locking in and just being like that. And I'm just like, yeah, you do your thing as well. Like, I don't really think there's a right or wrong answer, because like I think that on both ends of the spectrum, like
facts.
people come out like better and worse.
Yeah,
you know,
facts,
there's a lot of people that get into relationships and they might get held back by their girl as well.
Yeah.
So like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, when it comes to that, like when it comes to girls, it's such a like a
hit and miss a lot.
Hit and miss and a grey area, I'd say. It's a grey area.
Yeah.
But I think the general consensus is when you find when you lock in on I advocate for relationships.
Yeah?
Yeah. I do still.
Okay, yeah, I can tell.
I think that's the way. It's a bit. It's all mad because this is all fresh to me, innit? Like this happened like less than a month ago.
Eesh. Yeah, I'd say to chill out.
Yeah.
I feel like, obviously, I don't know if you're wounded, so I can't. It's subjective, but I feel like, you see, with people that are fresh out of relationships, I feel like the wound is still fresh.
No, of course, most definitely.
And I feel like that's when people, whether they realize it or not, they start hurting other people.
That's when, like, I didn't understand before, because this was my first like serious relation, like serious, like, and like, I didn't understand before when I'd see like these like people or like other people talking about it, or like posts like when people are like they need to heal and this and that. I didn't believe in none of that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, from this, I don't think it's about healing or nothing. I just think like you just use that the open wound or like the pain and you put it into something productive.
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone could do. It's a bit of a weird one because it's like, you know, when you have neither person has wronged each other, it's not one of them where you could be like, oh fuck, I hate this person.
Like, I'm just gonna bang Jim and get revenge.
Yeah, it's not. It's just more like it didn't work. Let's just move on. Yeah, it's his life, innit?
Yeah, for real. I think those are the best ones though, because it's like when two people grow apart, it's like you can't blame it on anything but like an outside force. But you see, like when one person's burned another person, I feel like it's more messy.
Nah, for sure, and it's probably way more traumatizing for the person.
Yeah, I find, because I've spoken to certain people and I was like, this person sounds devastated, bro. Like they live devastated.
Yeah, it happens.
It's rough.
It happens. Yeah. So literally with me, like it's not even a thing anymore. Like I think when it comes to girls, it's just like it's the last thing on my mind. Like now I'm kind of excited because it's like in the sense that there's no responsibility over another human being.
Yeah.
So now it's just even more just locking in it. Yeah. But we'll see. But I'm still keeping that door like a tad bit open, innit?
Of course, bro. Yeah. That's the method.
Yeah.
Certain man, you need that buyback clause, you know. Just that a little. Sometimes,
if it's not detrimental to you, you need it. If it's bad, then close the door and lock it.
Yeah, bro. Like with all 5 locks, you know, like what you see in the cartoons. Just, but you see, like if it's not bad, you want the buyback clause. You got to hit them with the "I'll always love you." I'll always have love for you, even in the future. You know what I mean?
Or like send a card and flowers here and there.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on. See, you're a striker, you know.
No, I'm a lover boy. I'm a lover boy. No, I'm actually a lover boy at heart. Yeah. Nah, I'm.
But you still know your way around the ball. That's good though, bro. Don't be conservative about it, bro. But it's good. Yeah, bro. Like I said, I think especially as a younger person, like your mindset, and especially like even when I'm talking to you and like you're starting from uni and stuff, like I said, your mindset is key. And like you said, even though there's not a right or wrong answer, I think the best thing that you've arrived at is the fact that it's worked for you. And that's the most important part. And that's why I want to go into a little bit about, I know you've started a business regarding like the Tamil community as well.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you as well, like what is, not even like in terms of like long-term plans, but are you planning to be like a figurehead for the Tamil community? Are you trying to grow the Tamil community? Like what is the end
objective?
Result?
So like, I think being in the space, and also like getting to know about more about my people and like our roots.
Yeah.
It's like quite an emotional story because, like I said, like I've had so many conversations with my mum and dad who lived like through this war, and like they've seen stuff, like they've seen everything, right? And like my mum especially is very traumatized from the war. My dad a bit less. But yeah, so like it makes you more passionate about who you are and like your people, so you want to do something for them.
Yeah.
So like for me, like my dream is to like this kind of it delves into something else, but my dream is to be like or become one of the biggest creators in the UK.
Yeah.
And through that like put my Tamil people on.
Yeah.
But like I'm not no one special to be like, yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on. It's more of a thing like I wanna, like I just love my culture and my thing so much that like I wanna show the whole world, or like through my platform, because I think through my platform as well, a blessing is that I've got such a I've got a diverse and like a diverse audience from like all ages, all backgrounds and whatnot. So to show them my culture, like I get happy because like some people, they might not know what certain things are, and they get to know a bit. So with the new business, like I started it with one of my closest boys who I knew from school, and he's Tamil as well, and like our objective with that is we want to like spearhead the Tamil community. So not only do things for the Tamil community, but open it up and like invite others into our culture. I think that's the best way for other people to get to know about us. Like even something as simple as like trying like a Tamil snack. Like that could be someone's entry point. And like, you know when people are like, oh, when they post a video and they're like, if this even changes one person, or if one person watches this and changes, I'll be happy. Like for me, genuinely, if even one person like makes an entry into Tamil culture through like whatever, like any small big thing, like I'm happy, because I think it's a culture that that should touch like London, the UK and so on. Yeah.
No, bro, that's proper, bro. Like, just even once again, it boils down to mindset, because a lot of people have more selfish ambitions. Another thing about what you said about putting people on, I don't think you should see it as like, I'm not nobody to put people on. Because funny enough, Isaac Newton has a quote, and he says, if I can see further than others, it's because I stood on the shoulder of giants. And my mindset is kind of like, if we can all help to prop each other up, it will advance everyone as a whole. So sometimes it's not even like putting people on like what you said, or I'm not nobody to put people on. You're kind of like the bridge, and then someone will take it further than you, and so on and so on. And I think that's how any society advances, bro. I think where people go wrong as well, their mindset is kind of like, oh, I don't want to help my man in case he's better than me or he goes further than me. But it's kind of like, bro, if you win, you win. People treat life like it's the Hunger Games, bro. Like only one person can win. It's like, nah, bro. Even with like the creators, like you see now, everyone and their mum's creating content. Some guys are a bit salty about that. Some guys are like, oh, everyone wants to do content now. But it's like, bro, if you're killing it the way you're killing it, or you know what your vision is, it's like, bro, why do you care, bro? Some people don't even realize half of these people started creating content because of them. Like, they might not admit it, but there's some people that will watch someone and be like, oh, like, I watched this guy, and because he did it, I felt like I could do it. So it's like, in a way, you kind of won already. You know what I mean? So I would say that. But, bro, yeah, man, I think you have it in spades still. You know what I mean? Like, you strike me as someone that you definitely know where you're going, and you know yourself, and you have like that sense of self. And I want to know, like, even deeper than like your parents or your upbringing, how did you arrive at that sense of self? Like, what are your struggles? What are your like, you know what I mean? Like, if you've ever felt any insecurities, if you've had self-doubt, like, how did you battle your demons to get to where you are now?
When I was younger, to be honest, like the home situation, like at home, like my parents were always great to me, so I think they shielded me from a lot of like outside stuff.
Yeah.
But like when it came to me, like when I was younger, I was always insecure because I went to a school that was that was full of Pakistanis and Indians. So
Yeah.
I was Tamil. So in South Asia, like where the Tamils,
Yeah.
we're obviously like further below on the map, like Pakistan's here, India's here, and then there's Bangladesh like somewhere there.
Yeah.
But Sri Lanka's like way the southest point in South Asia.
Yeah.
So we tend to be darker than the rest of them.
Yeah.
So in school there was grilling us Tamils, like calling us all sorts about our skin, right?
Yeah.
So I used to be like colorism used to affect me a lot in school within our community.
Yeah.
I used to like be very upset about comments about my skin and when someone lighter would like say something, even girls in my school, like they would say something like about like my skin when I was in like year 7, 8, but that's no one knows any better, but still it hurts, right? And I'd be like, oh, like damn, like this is peak. Like it was all Tamils, like all of us Tamils were getting it in school because we're darker. And then like I remember like even like looking at myself sometimes in the mirror being like, oh, I wish I was like a shade lighter or this or that. They done a number on me when I was younger, right?
I feel you, yeah.
Then I like my mum and my dad are like very light. My mum's very light and my dad's light as well. So I used to be like to them, you lot are like this. Why am I like this? Like why? And then they would be like, it was mind games. Like they would be like, nah, chill, like it's calm. Yeah. And then like, so that affected me a lot when that was one of the biggest, probably the biggest insecurity of my life. But when it changed was, it was crazy. Like when it changed was like, when I was at uni.
Yeah.
And like when I was at uni, this was like around my like towards the end of first year and start of second year.
Yeah.
I just like, that was when I was banging out gym bears and I just changed the way like how I looked and dressed. And you know, like it was like a uni boy starter pack. I got like my like 2 silver caps and I thought I was the guy. Like you come in like, and I got my teeth white and fresh trim. Like you know, like I was getting all the. I worked like all summer, so I worked all summer. I got my money up, so then I spent it on. I spent it on like the nicest clothes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I came back and I'm like, yeah, like I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Bro. So I came and then like you know, like, then I noticed it in uni when like it changed because I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, like I'd say until like so in school. I never got no attention from girls. Yeah. Ever.
Swear down, but you're not ugly, brother, though.
No, but you're saying it like, no, but that was in school, though. School, I was robbed, though. I can't lie. I was robbed. No, I was robbed in school. I was bare robbed in school.
Yeah?
Like, I had like the freshy, spiky hair and that. Like, I only started getting shape-ups in like year 11, year 12, but those times I was a bit chubby as well.
Okay, yeah.
So then when it came to uni and I came back and I had the what they call it in uni, like the XP and this and that.
Yeah.
Like it changed because then when girls started giving me attention, I was like, yo, this is weird. Like it's a bit foreign to me.
Yeah.
Then going on to like my first ever social media post, I was a bit shook to post my first ever talking video.
Yeah.
So I had it in my drafts for time. It was about some nightclub in Birmingham that I went to, right?
Okay.
But I actually posted the photo dump, like it was some pictures that I took in like some outfit that I had. It was like some nice outfit. I was looking sharp. I posted that and then that was like my first ever post on social media. Like that was the start of my new account, right?
Okay.
On TikTok, and it just went viral. It got like 100k views.
Yeah.
And then girls were commenting like gassing me in the comments. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, I must see it. Like, I was like, yo, what is this? Like, I was like, I felt like the guy, but then seeing that, I was like,
that's
yo,
the evidence,
I was like, it was a bit foreign to me. So like, I was like, yo, like this is weird. Like, so it was kind of like overnight, bro. I'll be real. So like after that, I was already a bit like gassed when I came back to uni.
Yeah.
And then like for me, anyways, like I'm happy to admit it. Is that it was like attention from girls that changed it for me, and I became way more confident, and it was like overnight. And then like I say to everyone, like the biggest insecurity that I had when I was younger was my skin, but like this is like my favorite part about myself. Like I love it. Like I love it. Like and I wouldn't change it for anything, right?
Yeah.
So it was all like an overnight thing, and like I became when I was at uni, I was like super confident and very outgoing. Like it was weird, but it was like it changed overnight. Like everything kind of like fell into place, and I was always extroverted, like because I was in school trying to make people laugh and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it kind of all like fit in like a puzzle, and then Yeah, so it was like 1 year, it just all changed very quick.
Yeah.
Overnight, but then for 1 year I was like confident walking with my chest out. Even though I was still I was 5'9", I'm 5'8", 5'9". I was walking with my chest out like this in the club. I'll bump into people. I'll be like, like my head was gone when at uni. I was gassed in it. I was too gassed. Then I think I was a smooth talker with and whatever. But then when I got a girl, like it all settled down. I was calm. But yeah, bro, that was a huge insecurity I had when I was younger. It was my skin, and I hated the fact that colorism was so big in our community. Like, that's like one thing that I would change about like our community, man. It's so color, like especially for girls as well, is so bad. Like the way like some people talk about like girls in my community with like darker skin, like I hate it, bro. Like it's like they discard them or they say like very rude stuff. And it's like, bro, some of these guys are saying that. I'm like, bro, like, what about your mum? Like you gonna say the same thing to your mum?
Yeah.
Like, cause these guys, they're as dark as me, and there's dark as me, and they're violating other dark girls. But I'm like, bro, like, where's the correlation?
Yeah.
So that was a terrible thing in our community, and like, other than that, like, there was like, a couple problems at home, but like who doesn't have those problems, right?
For real.
And yeah, but I'd say like I grew up very poor though. That's the only thing. But like I think a lot of people, like, it's not a thing where I'm like, yeah, I go out the mud and I'm gassed. I'm still haven't achieved anything to what I want to achieve right now.
Yeah.
But like when I was young, like my parents were struggling a lot.
Yeah.
Because my dad was working and then he suddenly became like very ill. And he couldn't work anymore, right?
Yeah.
And my mum had to become his carer.
Okay.
So my mum couldn't get like a proper job, and my mum was being his carer.
Yeah.
So like our income, like the income took a hit. This is when I was like young as well. Like I was like 3 or something. So I know the story, but like, I couldn't feel the effects until I was like 7, 8, 9. All my friends are like I remember when my friends used to get the newest games and that, and I'll be like to mum, yeah, can I get that?
I need that, yeah.
Yeah, but like when everyone would get the new FIFA on like the drop day or something, then my mum would be like, oh yeah, you could get it on your birthday. I'll be like, oh, it's a small problem. It's a first world problem, but like it was a lot of things like yeah. And my parents never told me their struggles.
Yeah.
But I used to notice it. Like I remember one time, like my mum took me to McDonald's. Yeah. This is like some random story. My mum took me to McDonald's and then she bought me like some food in McDonald's, but then I think she couldn't buy like anything for herself.
Yeah.
So she bought like some homemade food that she made from home.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, it's like rice and curry and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we went upstairs as well, so no one could see us, and we're eating.
Yeah.
Then some bears, like, they saw my mum eating the rice and curry, and then I was like 10, 11. Then I just saw them quickly notice, and then they tapped their friends, like, and then they all looked over, and then I saw my mum, and then like my mum, like, she looked a bit hurt, but like she kept it in. But then that's when I was like that was like one thing. It's like a small story that will always stick with me.
Yeah.
Cause like when I saw that, I was like,
got a pattern up.
Nah, like I need I need to give my mum the world back, sort of thing. You know?
Yeah. I've definitely been there, and once again, I got to give you your props. Yeah, I know a lot of guys, yeah, that jumped on the road because their mum wouldn't buy them the newest trainers. And I always thought that was the most ridiculous thing. Like, they'll be bitching and crying, like, you know, when they're writing bars, man will be like, you don't know what I had it like as a child. And I'm thinking, fam, like, what? Because she couldn't buy you £200 shoes. Like, you're going to go jeopardize your freedom. So where you've been in that situation and you've taken the positive from it and you've worked hard, and obviously, like, you are where you are now, I would love, like, a lot of young guys to look at their example and say to yourself, like, it might not be good now, but life is the long game and it'll get good eventually. So it's like, even like, I know guys that, like, they didn't make it in football, yeah? And they'll go jump on the roads. And I think, bro, that's like, why? I always say to people, like, even if you didn't make it in football, stay as close to the game as possible. Like, try and be a sport agent. Do you know what I mean? Like, try and be a coach. Like, there's so many, like, young footballers that they will look to certain guys that understand them. Because a lot of coaches won't understand like a lot of young ballers. Like they don't relate to them. But it's like if you can be that person that they can look at and you can teach them, you can guide them, that's a lot better. I find that so selfish that you'll throw away all of that just to go live out your fantasies because you didn't win in football, you didn't win at whatever you did. So that's what I always say. So it's like, always look for like the positive outlet. I know it's easier said than done, yeah, but it's like the positive way. I think that's the best way. And you know what, bro? Colorism wrapped all of us, you know. You see the black community being a dark skin guy.
It's also big in that community, innit?
It was hell, bro. That's why I was laughing. Like, you know, as we've gotten older, when I look online and I'm seeing, I love my chocolate men, I love dark men. I said, since when? You know what I mean? I remember when it was a light skin, green eyes kind of thing. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of black men, or even like you're saying, Sri Lankan people, or people of darker skin color, you notice the lag in confidence as they get older. Because a lot of like dark skinned people, their confidence was broken as a child, you know. And it's so sad as well, because like I said, there's a lot of dark skinned people, you're not even ugly. Do you get what I mean? And it's like, you've grown up and you've got this stigma, you've got this insecurity because of something as silly as skin color. And it's mad, bro. And that's why I love to see like dark skinned people just walk with their chest held high.
100, that's how it should be.
That's how it should be, bro. It's like, yeah, bro. I'm saying, like, I always say, yeah, bro, dark skin gives the man them superpowers. That's how you got to think of it. And funny enough, when I was a kid as well, like, I would have been about 13, innit? And obviously, like, during that time in school, it's like, if you weren't, like, light skin, whatever, obviously, like, I cut through, so I'm one of the fortunate ones.
Yeah.
But I still had that kind of, do you know what I mean? And just like you, bro, my mum, like, she's light skin, bro. She don't really look like me, innit? So when she used to come on parents' evening, people used to be like, "Raw, like, that's your mum."
Oh, yeah.
You have to say that thing. Like, what are you lot trying to say? Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Nah, bro, even I went on holiday with her, like a solo holiday. And one guy in the airport tried to chat to her, innit? She's like, "I'm with my son." He said, "That dark skin one over there." So it's like, I know what that feeling feels like to be like differentiated from like your family and stuff, yeah? I remember I went on holiday to the Caribbean one time and I had a cousin, innit? He's an older guy. And he was like the man for the town. But he was dark, bro. But he always had like the newest fashion, the jewelry, whatever. And all these girls liked him. And it's like, I always say, like, years later, he doesn't realize what he did for me at that age. Because when I come back to England, bro, I came back with confidence, bro. Because I've seen my man, it's like, bro, he's the guy. So I've got that example in my head. And that's what I always say to people, examples are necessary. So where you've come now and you're talking about spearheading your community, doing this for your community, you might not realize it. But bro, there's a younger guy right now looking at you and thinking, you don't know what you've just done for me today. So yeah, bro, like you said, that's how it's supposed to be. So keep doing it, bro.
Nah, thank you, bro. It's like since I've been on, like, I was gonna touch on another topic that you mentioned before as well, but about the color thing, like, I got a lot of messages like from people thanking me about like speaking up. Like, I've made a couple videos talking about like my experience with colorism, and like how it's changed. And I had not even a couple, like a lot of messages of people like reaching out and like thanking me either for the video or like saying how watching has made themselves feel comfortable in their skin. And like for me, out of all the like things, achievements, I guess you could call it, I'd say, like, to be honest, bro, I don't think I think this is my favorite achievement, that someone younger like watched it and was like, I feel comfortable in my skin because of you, and they messaged me, and like that's guys and girls like thanking me, and like I don't like it in our community at all, and like it was like you were saying as well, like, you know how you were saying the script sort of flipped in the black community.
Flipped. My bad. Hear me, script. It flipped.
Yeah. It's flipped in my community as well, because like I'm seeing all these like girls talking about their type as like a darker skin, this and that. I was like, since when, bro? Like, since when? You know what I mean?
Do you know what it is though? We fought for this, bro. Like, it hits different when you fight for it. You know, like, some people, like, I always say this, like, you see, if you've been privileged your whole life, you will have a sense of confidence about you, but it's on a shaky foundation, because your confidence comes from a place of, I've already been validated by the outside world. So the minute people stop validating you, you're lost, bro. Do you understand? But you see, when you fought for it to become lit, and I always say this, with whether you're a dark-skinned black guy, dark-skinned Asian guy, whatever you've done, yeah, bro, even through music, through films, through fashion, yeah, when you fought for this, bro, it hits different. And I think the aura that came, like, as the young boys say, yeah, the aura that came of like, building yourself, like especially like as a dark-skinned person in terms of fashion, music, the way we walk, the way we talk, the aura that came with that, bro, is different. That's why the type has changed, bro.
Nah, 100. And like even when you were saying about the lagged confidence, like when I look back at it, the one thing that I wish is that I wish like the way I was at like 18, 19 onwards, especially at uni, I just always look back, I was like, bro, I should have been like this since I was like 13.
Yeah, but you didn't have the knowledge back then.
Since like, or should have even from the womb. Like, you know, like, cause the way you carry yourself, like you have to walk with your chest high, like
naturally, bro.
Yeah, so that's the one thing that, because I'm like, the only thing that like you said, it can shatter someone's confidence or like stop him from popping out because of that. Like that's crazy. And that's why like I think in my community it's a generational thing. So that's why I would love for it to stop with this generation. It cannot be passed down to the next, because then they're just gonna pass it down and
it's dead,
you know what I mean? Like we need to be the change makers.
1000%.
There's so much generational stuff that needs to be stopped, like with anything, everyone. And like another thing you said about like the you said like about the roads and like you like how you know how you mentioned that some people they jump on roads because their mum didn't buy them the trainers. But you said like you like how it was like the positivity from me. Like I'd say like one thing for me is that I think when I was young until like 11, we grew up in these flats, and like obviously there was the people there doing whatever, and like my mum and dad would just be like, come. Like, I was young, but I didn't know anything. But they were all nice. They used to always show love to my dad, and then like they'll look at me and be like, what you say, Shah Rukh Khan? Like they don't know that they think I'm just some random Indian. They just be like, what you saying, Shah Rukh Khan? Like all the elders and that, they were nice. But me and the road life were like, bro, my mum would never ever, like, I don't like that. Firstly, it was never even a thought that would have ever entered my head. And secondly, like, I'm telling you, bro, like my mum was so involved in my life that like it would have never been a possibility. Especially when we moved from the flats to like a house. Like, and the way my mum has like, so I think that also like, I think my upbringing is very different in the sense that I was so. It's a privilege, but it's a bit annoying to have a mum that on you, because like sometimes I get like, because sometimes I'm like to my mum, like give me space, like let me breathe, let me breathe.
I've been there.
But the way my mum was so involved in my life, like not just like this or whatever, like I think my mum prevented, like just not even prevented, like she prevented even the thought of making wrong choices wherever. Like even when it comes to like I guess it's like, so my dad's a heavy smoker, and like when I was young, like my dad's an old-fashioned guy. He just used to do it in the kitchen, like, and I used to pre the guy. Like he never used to go out. Like I was just there, like I was just like 5 years old. I'd be pre. So one time, like I used to think like it was kind of cool, innit? So one time I just like walk in the kitchen. My dad's like my idol, innit? I'm like 5 years old. The guy's my idol. So I'm walking in. I'm just preing the guy and all, like he's smoking. Then he like looked at me, like my dad never speaks about any of this, but he just said to me like, listen, he made me make a promise at 5. He said, never touch a cigarette in your life, innit? And I don't know why, like there's so many other promises that I've broken, like with anyone, right? But that one, like I just said to my dad, and like I don't know, it just felt like that was a generational promise that like I can never. So because of that, I never touched the cigarette in my life.
So okay.
Cause my or vape or like nicotine, like tobacco, anything. Cause my dad, I just preed my dad, and he was just like, you know what, just never. And I said, calm, innit? And also, I saw like my dad's got COPD and like all of these lung problems. Like you could see it in real time. So like for me, like I always say, like wherever I go, like I think the biggest blessing for me to ever happen, I think one thing I always wished for was I wished for siblings as an only child. What about you?
Nah,
never.
I got diet narcissism though, so that's probably what it is.
Me, the reason why so there was a part in the middle where I was like, bro, I don't care about siblings. Like,
Yeah.
my mum and dad are giving me all the love in the world. Like, but now the reason I wish for siblings is because I would love for my kids to have like cousins and whatnot on my side.
Yeah.
But it's not the biggest loss because like my boys are like they're actually like I've got a group of boys that like we're very tight in it. But when I was younger, I wished for siblings, but my parents are like, they're like parents, siblings, friends, all in one to me. I have a very different relationship with them.
Yeah.
That I think the biggest blessing in my life was 100% the way my parents were so heavily involved in my life and brought me up.
Yeah.
And I think like every parent, they make mistakes in parenting and whatnot. Like my mum and dad, they could have made like 1-2 mistakes and whatnot, or been a bit old school in certain things. But I have to thank my mum for being so involved in my life that I think my mum just literally guided me. And only now she's kind of just like they've kind of let go, and they've realized like I'm doing what I like and whatnot.
Yeah.
And my parents just kind of let me go and like let me be like a free bird now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, what was you gonna say? Finish.
Nah, but I have to like. I think it was like it's like a parent relationship, but almost like, because for them, like one thing is like for both of them, this life is an extra life for them because they were supposed to have died back there.
Yeah.
Because it was like
madness.
like their friends, they're like everyone's dying around them, like in bomb blasts and this and that. Like it's an extra life for them. So when they came here, that's what my dad's instilled in me to appreciate everything, because like even bro being like my dad being here, it's an extra, like my dad was saying, it's an extra life because their story was supposed to have ended a long time ago.
Yeah. No, bro, I think it's, number one, it's extremely good how appreciative you are. Number two, it is a privilege. I know it can be a bit annoying, but the reason I say it's a privilege, I know guys growing up here, they're in their school uniform at 9 p.m, bro. It's like, go home. But what's even scarier is like, why is there no one banging off your phone for you to come home? So it's like, you see, like when you're growing up, a lot of people think, oh, that guy that's got the freedom, that guy, his parents don't care. That's a good thing, but that's actually neglect. Because all the guys I'm talking about, bro, none of them turned out good. So it's like, I know you're saying like it's annoying and it's whatever, but I'm talking about those guys that were having sleepovers on a school night. Just don't give a monkeys, bro. And it's like, I saw where that took them. So I always say, like, if you are a parent, it's good to just be on children, because they'll thank you in the end. Because look, he's thanking his parents religiously, bro. So it's like, it worked.
For sure.
Number two, I'll say only children, we have a superpower that other people don't have. I'll tell you why. Because we can do things alone. You see a lot of people growing up that had like bare siblings, can't do nothing by themselves. Like, they're so afraid of being by themselves. Like, it always used to shock me. Like, everything is, come, let's do this together. Or even if they get in a fight, I'm calling all my brothers for you. It's like, what about you though? And you see the problem with that as well. It's like, even in the past when I've had like fake friends or whatever, it was easy for me to detach, because it's like, I'm so comfortable being independent. I don't need you. That makes sense? Another thing is that independence, you might not realize it, but the reason it takes you far, when you don't have those kind of attachments, you can go everywhere and anywhere. Some people, it's like, cool. There's some people, they fall out with their siblings because they're fighting for land over money. My parent chose this child, but not me. And also, like, you go back to going back to what you said, it's about focus. Like, I know people, like I said, growing up, they had all these siblings, but like, they might have a single mom. I think that's so selfish. And they turned out a certain way because it's like, I'm not getting attention from this person. She can't afford to do certain things for me, if that makes sense. And I'll say, even like yourself, what I would say saved me in a way is that I didn't want for nothing. Like, a lot of my bad choices in life were a choice. It wasn't a necessity. It's like, I chose to do that. I feel like some people are stuck in a position where it's a necessity, and I think that's a very scary place to be in. So I'll say, for me, why I would say, like, going back to like what only children have, is just like, yeah, man, that superpower of being able to do things by yourself, for yourself, and being comfortable within yourself. Like, even sometimes when people ask me and I tell them I'm an only child and that, they act like I grew up in like a basement and I only used to come out for light at 3 p.m. or something. They're like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, like, you know, like most of China are only children. And And it's like, bro, look at China as a society and where they've advanced now. This is not only child supremacy, by the way, but, but it's like, I'm just explaining what I've clocked to be like the difference.
And
that's why I like speaking to guys like you, bro, because like we relate, do you understand? And it's funny though, man. Like even just now, like you was just saying, bro, I think it's so important when parents can focus and be on a kid. Because like, even when I was growing up, it's like, from I'm like 5 years old, my mom's got me in karate, football, and sports has always been like a major part of my life. And I always say, no matter what like my terrible choices in life were, I always had like that safety net to come back on because I always had a distraction. Some guys don't have that distraction. So it's like when you're living, I don't want to call it a double life like I'm Batman or something, but it's like when you've got that structure, that stability, that idea of I can't disappoint this person because they've invested so much in me. I don't know, but it gives you like, you can move mountains, bro. Like even when I'm hearing you talk, and I can relate to that as well, there's no selfishness. There's like a selflessness there. Like I have to give this person the world, bro, because they deserve it, bro.
1,000%. Like, it's because like I was saying, like the way my parents treat it is like, it's an extra life. So I want to make sure that their extra life is smooth. Because it's like, you know, I'm sure a lot of children of immigrant parents can relate, but their parents maybe struggled at home and they also struggling to make a way in the UK as well.
Yeah, do you know? Yeah. And do you know what it is? Why I think that's important though? It gives you an idea of what your life could have been like. I remember when I was a kid, I don't know, like you probably can relate to this, but you see like ethnic and like immigrant parents, they kind of glamorize like poverty. And I remember being a kid and my dad said to me one time, like when he was growing up, they used to put like sugar inside water and that was that was their lemonade.
Okay, yeah.
I said, that sounds horrible, bro. Like I don't want to, I said, bro, like I'm going to the shop to get myself some actual lemonade. You feel me? Like, but when you're hearing little things like that, you think, bro, like that's what my life could have been. And it's like, as much as people like to talk about the UK is this, London is this, for some people, London is like an opportunity, like you said, a second life. London is like an opportunity where it's like, I've given myself a second life, I've given my children a second life, and it depends on what you do with that. 1,000%. And I think sometimes some people take the UK and London for granted. Like they don't rate it at all. Like, this place is terrible, I need to leave. It's like,
no. Like, no. I just, you know, like, I hear it when people like they say whatnot about the UK, but like if you're born here, like if you're born here, no matter yourself, whether you ended up getting privately educated or you couldn't even go to go into a state school, you only turned up like 2 days a week or something.
Yeah, bro.
Like no matter what, like if you were born here, like the privilege of being born here in like the privileges that come, like free education, like healthcare, and like I don't know about a land of opportunity, but the opportunities we have is certainly a lot more than some people back home or our parents. Like you said, is what could have been. Like our parents, or a lot of people, like, you know, I'm seeing like, well, you know, when I see like people my age like migrate between countries and whatnot, I'm like, what's the difference between like me and like a refugee? The only difference is that I was born here and he was born somewhere else. Like my life could have been like, as in, what was the chances that I turned out to be this like born into this body rather than born into someone else's body, living a totally different life, where for them, like I'm worried about like, oh, I'm gonna go home and like do this, but someone else is like, yo, I need to get to the UK for survival,
bro.
You know,
I went to school over there for a little bit. I had a classmate, innit? Human calculator. Like throughout my life, that's the best person I've ever seen with maths. Do you know what he does now? He sells fish. A person like that should not be selling fish, bro. And I know that if he was in a first world country, do you know how far that guy would go, bro? Like I'm talking like, when I was leaving, do you know what one of them said to me? Can you put me in your suitcase? I said, that's mad. The guy wants me to traffic him to the UK, basically. But it's like, to me, it's not that deep. Even I got a cousin over there, and she was saying to me, oh, the next time you come, can you bring like a lot of Dove soap? I said, Dove? Like, bro, that's like £1 in Superdrug. But she's like, no, I really like it. I had it one time. And I'm thinking, bro, soap. And even little things like, there was a girl, she used to live like 2 doors up. Obviously, she used to like shower and that like every morning. but like there was like a broken pipe in it from like the river, so she used to shower under that because she didn't have a shower in her house. I used to go there and shower with her because she used to let me squeeze her titties. But like even stuff like that, and I'm thinking, raw, like you bathe underneath a busted pipe. I'm saying, like, even when I used to play football with the man and that, like, people don't really have boots. It's like we're kicking ball on the grass with no shoes. And then when I come back to England and the man's telling me my life's so hard, I go out the trenches, I say, shut your mouth, bro. You don't know what poverty is. Like, do you know what I mean, bro? So that's why I like talking to you, bro, honestly. But yeah, carry on. What was you going to say, my brother?
No, because it's like you said, like, there's like a relative poverty here. Like one person, like, you can be more poor, like you could be poorer than a privileged person, but but when you even the poor if you're one of the poorest people here, if you compare yourself to some people in different countries or like the state they're in, or like you see stories about how hard some people are working just to make like something of themselves somewhere else in the world.
Yeah,
like it's like, not that you can't complain. Everyone has their own traumas, like relative traumas, right?
Yeah. You can't minimize.
Not that just because someone else is suffering somewhere else even more than you, it doesn't mean your problems are invalid. But I don't like. It goes back to this, and I believe this when I say this, is that I don't think many people really appreciate, like some of their fortune. Which, for example, like a big luck.
Yeah.
Is being born, like I would actually say being born here.
Bro, 1000%, bro. Like I say this to people all the time. Like I said, like when I was in school and I used to be bad, and my mum used to threaten, she said, do you want to go back? I said, please, 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 please. I don't want to go back to that place. Like, brother, I'm talking in the school, yeah. It's not even a playground, bro. It's just grass. And there's cows there, bro. I'm talking the blackboard, like teacher writing on chalk on the blackboard, like you're bad, you get hit with a ruler.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I'm coming back here now and I'm seeing big whiteboard and you get free lunch and it's like I'm hearing man talk about my life is so hard. How? And don't get me wrong, like I was one of the privileged ones over there. Like I more chased hard life, you know, for the plot. Like yeah, I'm suffering like these. Like I really didn't. But it's like when you're witnessing that and then you see, like I said, going back to when a man said to me, "Can you please take me in your suitcase?" Yeah, even stuff like that. It's like it gives you this mentality like I have to go hard. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's like even with me, I ain't been there in years, yeah. But even when certain man shout at me, yo, we ain't seen you in years, when you coming back? Like in my mind, I can't face those guys unless I make it a certain way. Because my mindset is like, how can I be the one to come to the UK? And it's like they would kill to do that. And if I come back there and I'm not doing nothing with my life, it's like, why the hell did you go to the UK then? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I think people underrate how blessed London is, even in comparison to other European countries. Like, people don't get it, but it's like, you see this place they call London City, yeah? Like, a lot of countries, not cities, countries are not talking to London, bro. Like, we're the 5th largest economy in the world, or the UK. So it's like, bro, like, I don't get it. Like, why do people are so, bun London, like London? Nah, bro, like, this place is it. You know what I mean?
They haven't experienced the, when some people say like, oh, London's not it, I think they're just thinking about their area and like the local leisure centre and like the homes and the areas they surround and the people they're surrounded by. But London is like, there's more to it, bro. There's like central London. There's like you have all the like your Goldman Sachs, your like those people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like,
yeah, bro.
There's a big spectrum. There's I don't know, diverse like range of people. Like London is just, I don't agree either. Like when people say that, and like you said, like when you said that, someone said the suitcase comment to you, like you realize and you're like, I have to go hard. Like
I have to, bro.
Yeah, like it's small things. Like it's small things that you remember. It's small things that you see and you're like, you have to. Sometimes it's not like sometimes it's not as obvious as like a punch to the chest. Like sometimes it's a small thing that you notice in someone else's life that could be
100%.
Like your reason to go hard, right? Like your reason to push.
Yeah. Honestly, like even you just explaining that, like that's the reason I lagged like that a little bit, because I was just deep in life. I said, what are my motivations to go hard? And it's kind of like, it's funny. So of course, like my mum, I'd love to just give her the universe. Do you get what I mean? And one day, God willing, I'll be able to do that. And number
100%.
two, of course, it's recognizing I was dealt a strong hand in life and being lucky enough that I didn't make mistakes where there's no coming back. And number three, it's kind of like, I'd say contributing to society as well. Because it's a little bit like what you, not even a little bit, it's like what you just mentioned when you said that guy messaged you. Like I said, when I first started content, not it was aimless, but when I was talking, it was more so like just talking about this and talking about that. Like it was just my thoughts. And then to have like these young guys in school message me and say, bro, you helped me so much. I said, bro, like, wow. So I think, like you said, that's more important to me. Of course, we all want to make money, but I mean, that's extremely important to me because I influenced another person's life and I made it better. I think too many people, especially nowadays with the climate, I don't know what it is, but after COVID, it feels like the world just got evil, yeah? I feel like people are too comfortable destroying and traumatizing other people, and I feel like we need to uplift others. So that's just kind of my mindset, bro.
No, 100%. I think like I think for me like my biggest thing is obviously like you said, it's like your mom, your dad, whatever, like family. But I always had like 3 tiers of goals. Like I had like something for my immediate family, and like friends or people around me. But the bigger goal, or like my dream, like my dream was always like, well, not always, but like I think when I've like finally understood like my purpose or my mission, like my dream is like everything I do, like one way or the other, to like all funnel and go back to like my motherland, right? And help out the Tamil community that's still in Sri Lanka.
So
that's my dream. Like even this year, or like actually last year, I joined I wouldn't call it it's not, they don't refer to themselves as a charity because they don't want people to think that we just go back and give people money and call it a day. But I joined an initiative that they've been running for like a few years. It's like 21 to 30-year-olds that every year they go back and either they help build businesses for young people over there, or even the aunties, uncles back home, who want to make a change, because like everyone's so focused on rebuilding their life back home. So I joined. I was actually meant to go back to Sri Lanka in July, but I dropped out of that. I was meant to do that this year, and I haven't been back to my home country since 2012. So it was gonna be a crazy trip for me.
Yeah, of course, bro.
It was gonna be like touching, because like it's different. Like the feeling we have for like our home soil is different. Like
it enriches you.
Yeah. Especially when it comes from like a freedom struggle. Like it's different. Like the respect that we have for like our home country, and like it's still my mum's dream, like to live out her final years back home. Like even though she's like very settled here in the UK now. And my dad as well. Like, so to go back to it, like even though they're okay here now, like they're dreaming of like living out their final days back home. That's how much like connection and like respect we have for there. So it was gonna be a crazy trip for me. I felt like that would have been life-changing for me to go back, but I've held it out because I have some things to do here. But when that happens, like it's gonna be crazy for real. Like I think that's gonna be like life-changing, literally. Like that's when we talk about goals and dreams, like that's like my contribution to society. Like is just literally like helping back home. I've always said this to everyone, like my mom, dad, like my friends, my family, like anyone close to me. That's just my end goal. Like that's it. Like all this, like the social media stuff is the funnel, is the propeller. You know, like it's gonna get me. It's what I love doing. It's gonna, and then the businesses and whatnot. It's gonna get me to where I need to be. But that's my end goal, man. And like until I do it, I'm not gonna be like a content man. You get me? Yeah. But that's me.
Bro, I like listening to you talk, innit? And why I say that as well is like, I find so much people materialistic. And like I said, like I love what everyone else loves to a degree, But I find when you ask people what their dream is, it's always centered around me, right? And I think when you meet people who can see beyond material objects or they can see beyond lifestyle, I think it's so refreshing, especially in this day and age. And I think, yeah, man, I think people like that, it's like, it's a harder path, but it's a blessed path. I feel like once you get to the end of that kind of pathway, or the end of the rainbow, if you want to call it, or you weather that kind of storm, I feel like the reward is more than just payment. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's nice to hear people talk selflessly. And I would say as well, going back to what you said about confidence when we was talking before, I believe a man has 2 or 3 things that make him, yeah? When you ask a lot of men, what do you think makes you you? Or what do you think makes you a man? What do you think makes you like navigate this world? It's always, I need money, my pride, man can't violate me, and all of these things, which is like, it's all well and good, but I think that's surface level. I think once you've got credibility, once you've got self-belief and self-love, I think you've already got the foundation to navigate. And it's like, credibility is like, in my opinion, is also just knowing who you are, bro. And that's why I've asked you these questions beforehand, because it's like, do you know who you are? And from what I gather, bro, you know who you are in spades. So that's amazing. And self-belief, bro. And that's what I always say to people, like, certain guys will be around certain guys, yeah? And he's violating him, but he'll say it's banter, but it's not really banter, bro. You don't like the guy, bro, but you're just hiding it through jokes. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, they don't realize how dangerous that is, because over time, he's crippling your self-belief. And it's like, as a man, bro, if you've got no self-belief in this world, it's like you have nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
You have to be your like, I've always said this, you have to be your own biggest fan, because it's like,
Have to be, bro.
if I'm not my own biggest fan, like if I'm not a fan of myself, who's gonna like be a fan of me? Or like, not a fan, but like, who's gonna support me if I don't support myself to the max? You get me?
1000%. Like I said, when I was a kid and I was 13, even barring like my cousin over there, had even a lot of the guys I started chilling with, like in the town, the village, whatever, these lot didn't have nothing, bro. But when girls are walking past, they're talking to them. And that was amazing to me, because I thought to myself, like, you don't have these trainers, like where does this come from? And why that stood out to me is because it's like, even though they have nothing, whatever they feel about themselves comes from the inside, and I think that's pure. And I feel like in London especially, I can't speak for like Manchester and these places, I'm not from there, innit?
Yeah.
But I feel like in London especially, a lot of guys only have confidence because they have things. It's kind of like, I need to have this to feel good about myself. But it's like, bro, it's like, if you're always chasing something so you can feel whole inside, you're never going to feel whole, bro. You're going to go to your grave saying, I need this, then I need this, then I... So what's the point,
Yeah,
bro?
it's like a everlasting chase, isn't it?
Bro, it's unhealthy, bro. It's like, it has to come from in here. And then when you finally get it, it's like, your confidence is on steroids now.
Now 100.
Because you remember how you was before you had it. You know what I mean? So that's what I always say. Every man needs to have self-belief and credibility, bro. It's like, I'll watch even certain podcasts, or I listen to certain rappers. And even like when I'm watching even certain content, and when they're talking, it's like, I can tell you don't believe what you're saying. I can tell it's not authentic, or I can tell you haven't lived what you're saying you're lived. And I'm not even talking about like road stuff, like forget about that. I'm talking about, even in terms of certain people talking about like life experience or any of these things, it's like, I can tell this doesn't come from the heart. And therefore, it's like, it will never resonate with people, because it doesn't come from in here, bro.
I think people can tell as well when it doesn't.
Yeah, I believe so.
If you're a bit clued up. But like, going on to the like one thing you said is like, you can appreciate like, or you like when people see past like the materialistic stuff. I think like I think you have to be there. You have to have made the mistakes to know, right? Like, or you have to have been there to like kind of realize, yo, like this isn't. So like I think when it comes to like the materialistic stuff, like when I was younger, I was a like reckless like spender.
Yeah, I can relate still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still young. Like I'm 23. It's not like I'm talking like I'm a wise old man, but I'm saying like, especially like when I was at uni, and like when the social media money started coming in, because that was foreign to me. So when that started coming in, and the pay then was mad. Yeah. Now it's like there's other stuff, but like the pay at that time was crazy.
Sweet, innit?
Yeah. I lost my head. So with the materialistic stuff, I was there like, bro, I had everything. I had like I had the nicest clothes. I bought like the dumbest purchase I made. There was like I bought diamond grills. Like
He was one of them, man.
yeah. I don't know why I done that. Like that to this day, that's the silliest purchase I made in my life. For sure. I got that. I had all of these things, yeah, and I felt like I'm him.
I've been there, yeah.
And then
mad.
and then it's just kind of like, it's like what you say, like, if you take everything off, or like if you strip a man off his design, or like you take his ear piercings out and his grills out, like what are you?
Yeah, who
right?
are you?
So it's like, yo, like I remember I remember buying the diamond grills, and then I was submitting my first thing to tax return to HMRC.
Yeah.
But then when it came to that, I bought the diamond grills a month before. I bought it in December. I submitted in January, right?
Yeah.
So when it came to submission time, I remember I got cleaned up, like, cause you pay like you pay like not just the year, you also pay like half of the next year as well, or something like that. So they took, I lost a lot, like, bro. It's just like my first time paying tax. It's just like everything. It just felt like I got robbed.
Yeah.
So I remember looking at it and I was like, yo, buying the grills was so stupid, because that was just like a month ago. And that's what changed it for me, is when I paid my tax for the first time ever in my life. I remember my mum was like finishing me about that. And then I was like, yo, like, who am I doing all of this for? I was what's all of this about? And I was like, do I even feel like you get that one moment of like, you're a bit high and you're like, yeah, I'm him, or like, I'm like, yo, I was like, forget, or like now when I look back at it, I hate myself, because I'm like, yo, instead of the clothes or the grills, I should have been banging out gym or something, like, you get me? And like getting my body right and like eating right, because like now I'm banging out gym again. I'm getting back into it and like whatnot. And I was like, yo, instead of all of this, like, that's like, I feel like that's what makes a man, like the discipline, the gym.
1,000.
I wish I started a combat. I started boxing like a year ago, but but I stopped recently because I wasn't able to get. It's on set days, right? And then something always pops up sometimes, so I won't be able to go. But I wish that I even started combat training like earlier than that.
A lot of people say that, but you know why I say to them, they shouldn't think like that. Combat sports is a funny thing, yes. As somebody that's been doing it from young, when you start young, it consumes so much of your life. As you get older, you don't want to do it anymore. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of like when you've been on a diet from a young age, when you've been so strict and like all this discipline and that, as you get older, you think, oh, screw this, I want to party, I want to drink, I want to do all of these things. I feel like, but when you do it older, you gain such an appreciation for it. And on top of that, you're fighting with a mature mind. So you see, when you're younger, it's like, it's hard to explain, but it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like, with that maturity, you don't really have it at that age, especially if you're like a really intense person or you got like a lot of fire in you. But I feel like when you're older and you start combat sports, you take that maturity and that calmness and that composure, and then you couple it with the discipline. And I think it makes you a much well-rounded fighter. That's why you get some guys that they start later and they end up being better than people that started when they was a kid. So combat sports is weird like that. You know what I mean? But carry on.
And I felt like my experience with boxing was like a weird one. It was like a one-of-one experience, because I like the gym that I went to, like they were good, but I think like in my second session, like there was like teenagers after me in it, so they knew me, and like they mentioned to the coach. Then I think coach thought that I thought I was bigger than the program.
Oh yeah.
Since then they've been on, like they were on to me, so I was getting violated by coach, like all the coaches after that. And I think they thought I was bigger than the program, but I didn't. Like, I'm just there, like I'm there, like, yo, I'm just trying to learn boxing. But I think they're thinking like, yo, look at, and then like I'd get like the comments like, yo, like I remember one Brer took a picture with me in the next session, yeah. Then they made the guy do like 50 push-ups. I was like, yo, you're violated.
Yeah, coaches are weird like
that.
The
coach violated, and then coach was like, oh yeah, like when you said celebrity, I thought you said a real celebrity like Bruno Fernandes. Like then I was like, yo, this is not an environment that I want to be in.
Nah, bro, it's not worth it.
Because I was like, the toxic masculinity is nice and that, like, I get it, it's like tough love or whatever, but I'm like, you know, like, I hate it as well when everyone always wants to like prove themselves, like,
bro, it's the worst, bro.
You know, like, from my experience anyways, like, it's just like, you know, too much of that like big ego, like, in one room, it was never going to work. And like, for me, like, I just wanted to go as like someone who wanted to get into boxing and learn.
Yeah.
But I still went after that. Like, the coach was up and down. I started going to another coach that like I preferred.
Yeah.
We still all blessed. The original coach that was violating, he started being calm and that. But like, it was just little things like that's. So me, I wanted to get into boxing as a fan of the sport.
Yeah.
But I feel like my experience was somewhat like tainted in the sense that I didn't get to get the experience of a pure beginner learning from the start, because from the jump, like my drills were harder, or like like when I was doing leg raises and then one of the coaches kicked me, I was like, yo, you're violating. But I couldn't even say nothing because it's this like the coach with like, it's coach, innit? Like, you say something to him, you get violated even more. It's just one of them ones.
Some coaches are weird like that. It's like when I was a kid, about like 16, I went to a new gym, innit, to try it out. But one of the coaches, I had like an issue with like his brother or something. Not even an issue, like it was stupid, innit? Like, we were friends, we fell out, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, every time I used to go there, he used to make me go on runs around Northwest. He'd be like, you're going on runs. And then I had to clock. I was thinking, bro, why am I the only person that's running like a madman? Like, you got me running like Forrest Gump. Like, everyone gets to go on the pads, everyone's sparring. I'll turn up with my bag and I'm thinking, yeah, today's sparring, you're going on runs. By the time I'm done with my run, I come back, yeah, well, the boxing session's finished. That's when I realised, some grown men are just so petty, bro. And I think with sports as well, you need to go in an environment where they're tough on you, but they're not weird. So I think, yeah, bro, like, boxing, it's a funny thing, but yeah, I know what you mean. Some coaches, strange people.
Nah, yeah, like, it was a thing where like I can appreciate the angle they were coming on, but I think they got the wrong impression of me because I was just there to learn. But I think
they thought they had to like humble you.
Yeah. So there was that, and like and I said at the start, like to you, like, I get hella uneasy very quickly if I notice like a tone's off or anything.
Yeah.
So like being in like them sort of environments, obviously as soon as I can clock straight away,
like, it's just energies.
So when the energy's off, it doesn't make you like it don't make me like yourself optimal.
Nah, not at all.
So but that's why I also think, like, if you're trying to do something, sometimes you have to invest to get better results. So after that, I'm gonna do like one-to-one training.
I was about to say that. Go private. Yeah.
Because like, obviously that the Brez is 1-to-1. The guy's got no one. He's not got an audience,
and he's just gonna focus on you.
Yeah, and he's just gonna show you love, innit? So
yeah,
small things like that.
And try and get some sparring sessions in. I always say to people, you learn the best when you're sparring. So some people come to the gym and they're punching the bag, but it's like the bag doesn't punch back. Or they'll punch the pads, like, yeah, I'm a sick boxer, yeah, but the pad doesn't punch back.
Yeah, that's what so when they got me in sparring, I done sparring a couple times, but there was one guy, he was the person they paired me up with, he was 30, he was teaching me, like,
yeah, bro,
whilst he was like banging me up, he would be like, yo, like, it was like technical sparring, innit? Yeah, so he would tell me what to do and whatnot. Yeah. So those are the people as well that, like, I appreciate, like, their energy, because you're helping me, innit?
Yeah, bro, that's
because like even they're like, yeah, because like there could be other people in the gym that's like, yo, I'm doing like coach's favorite. Like, there's a guy that's coach's favorite.
Oh, them man.
My man's making a sly comment whilst I'm doing. I'm like, bro, like, I'm getting into the sport, bro. Like, let me be in it.
Breathe, bro. But you see guys like them, I don't rate them, yeah. Because you're like a big fish in a small pond. It's like, you see guys like that, when they go to other gyms, bro, they cannot hack it. And I always say to people, the best thing you can do is like be a teacher. So you see, like, I ain't trained in a minute, but when I was training, there's a couple young boys in my gym, innit? So I always say to them, it's today the day, like, you beat me, like what are we doing here? And I love sparring with them, innit? And why I enjoy sparring with them, yeah, is because to watch like 15 and 16-year-olds, yeah, number one, they're fearless, which I love. Number two, whenever I'm around them, they're just talking about their GCSEs, have you done your exam, and we go in here. So I like that sense of innocence, like they just want to train, do their schoolwork, yeah. And number three, bro, I think it's better if it's like what I said before, where people get better and better because you're teaching them. I mean, like even one guy is like, bro, I can't beat you. I said, yeah, that's because of experience. But one day you will be better than me. You're much better than I was at your age. Do you understand? And yeah, bro, I think that's important. So when I do meet guys that's like, you're trying to punch up the new guy, or you're violating him, or you're saying to your boy, oh, film this sparring session, and you're punching up a guy that's not really got experience like that, and you're putting on Instagram. It's like, it's weird, bro. Like I was training at one gym, yeah, and one guy did that, innit? So he must have filmed some guy that got punched up or whatever. So the guy he filmed, he posted on Insta. So the guy come with his boys to the boxing gym, and he's like, when you're finished, come outside, innit? So the coach had to say to them, listen, like, that's not happening kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the guy was terrified, bro. And the coach said to him, listen, if I was them, I'd feel the same way about you. You delete that right now and don't ever do that again. And some people need that, bro. Like, just be a normal person. Like, we're all here to learn, bro. I'm saying, so,
yeah, and like when you started, you was at the, you get me, like
100%, bro.
That's why I never got. But even when it comes to the topic of hate, like I can't lie. For me, like one thing I love about socials is, every like 99.999% of the experiences I've had in real life is just love. So I love when people come up and show love in it.
Yeah.
And then like the odd comment, which isn't even like, no one directly says, yo, like no one comes up to you and just violates, but there'll be ways in which people try to little bro you, like, which I don't like when some guys like, or like you're that TikToker, innit? And bro. I'm like, it's just the tone, because there's a way, even if like, it's not about knowing my name or not knowing my name. I'm not Cristiano Ronaldo for everyone to come up to me and be like, yo, Avi. But it's the tone. Like, if someone's like doubtful whether they see me online or whatnot, be like, yo, bro, do you do content? Like, there's a way to ask, right? Or that's what I was deep in. Like, if you're unsure, there's a way to go up to a guy and ask rather than try belittle them, innit?
But you see the thing with that though, I think you see people like that. One thing about them is like, you can tell they're so used to being poisonous, they've never been checked. So when I first started, or even when I first started, I'd say maybe a couple months ago, I had a guy walk up to me. All right, you're doing your little thing and that, your little TikTok thing. Do you know what I did, bro? I just looked at him. I just went, there's nothing little about it, bro. And it's like, the reason I looked at him like that is because, bro, if you saw my man, he looked devastated. And it's kind of like, I'm not even going to respond because, like, look at you. Like, of course, a person's measurements on, like, a person's worth isn't measured in what they're wearing. But you know when someone just looks unhealthy, like, I can tell your story, bro. And it's not a good one. So it's kind of like, if you went out of your way to walk up to me and belittle me, bro, you're sad, bro. I don't take it seriously, bro. Because, like, bro, you don't realize it. But you've shown me a lot more respect than you think you have, because you've actually walked up to someone. You've stopped somebody on the road. You've acknowledged me. Whether you call it little or whether you call it big, you've acknowledged me, bro. I've won. Because, bro, if I didn't rate somebody, I'm keeping my head straight.
Yeah, and just walking on.
Bro, so it's like, the fact you've acknowledged me, number one, you do know my name. Number two, you do know who I am. Number three, like you said, I'm not Cristiano Ronaldo. But it's kind of like, bro, thanks for the acknowledgement. I'm glad you pay attention to me, because I certainly don't pay attention to you. And I'm going on my merry way, bro. That's how you have to deal with them clowns, bro.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, even like when it happens, like, this is like once every blue moon, but like it inside I can get slightly rattled, but then I'm just like you just play their game, innit? They're like, oh yeah, are you the guy on TikTok? I'm like, nah, I'm the guy on OnlyFans. Just leave me alone. And then the guy he's angry at my response and he walks on. I walk on. It's calm, innit? Yeah.
Because, bro, it's like, obviously you've definitely experienced this, but you know, like, you'll say something and a man will leave a mad paragraph in your comments, and it's got nothing to do with what you said. You have to ask yourself, did this guy even watch the video, bro? And then I sat there and I thought to myself, bro, do you know how much stuff I see online, yeah? It doesn't even irritate me because online is online, innit? But I'll be scrolling and someone will say something mad. I don't know, like, oh, black men are this or something like that. And I sit there and I just scroll past, and it's that simple, right? So it's like, if you stop, you pause a video, you go in the comments and you write a mad paragraph. It's like, crazy. I've won, bro.
That's crazy. You get me, like, I've never felt a way in my life to like look at something and get so angry to write a comment.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's one thing as well that took me some time to like understand. I'm like, yo, leaving hate comments is actually kind of crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's like, it's a parasocial relationship because we don't know the guy, but they're leaving a comment, right? And it's also a sense like sometimes I wish like I would love to do, you know, I don't know if you've seen, but there's like videos where like someone sits down with like 10 of their haters and they speak to them. I would love to do that one day, but not even in the thing where like one guy's like, yeah, I hate you because you're like this, and I'm like, I'm getting angry, I'm like, I hate you. Not that, but it's like, I think one thing that I love to speak to like anyone who's hated on me or like doesn't dislike, I'm not their cup of tea, is that it's fine that I'm not your cup of tea, but for you to go to the extent of hating me, I'd love to have a conversation, because I just think like forget the camera or whatnot. Like, I'm a calm guy. Like I could get on with anyone. So it's the sense that whatever impression someone's gathered, you've just gained the wrong impression. I think anyone that hates me, I think I'd be able to make friends with them in like 15 minutes. I don't even think that's a stretch. Not that I'd want to be friends with them,
but I get what you mean.
Think like a conversation can make me and them cool in 15 minutes. Because like I'm just a stand-up guy, innit? But yeah, nah, like in real life, like, and like I've had people from all walks of life, like younger than me, older than me, different races, or like even like holidays or and different destinations, like come up and like show love, like from all walks of life, like you name it, right? So it's not a thing where like I'm searching for validation, but there's a regular pattern or there's a more often than not, the pattern that I notice is that when someone makes the odd comment, they're often kind of similar to my age.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like, you're meant, like, if anything, you should just, a lot of people my age, most people my age, they show a lot of love, but like I was saying, the once in a blue moon type person is also tends to be from that age group. And I'm like, I think it's just a lack of, I guess I was like that before as well. Like, I'd get kind of annoyed when a footballer my age was 30, but then I'd be like, yo, I rate my man, like, he's 30.
But that's the thing, bro. And do you know what it is as well? I always say as well, like, it's like being a king, bro. There's different kings in different countries. And it's like, where you're a footballer, you're a king in your lane. And it's like, being, I don't know, a massive creator, it's like you're a king in your lane. And it's like one king can respect another king, if that makes sense, even if we have completely different lanes. And I always say why I rate footballers, even rappers as well, is that you've got a skill that most people will never have. And I have nothing but respect for that. So it's like, I can't hate because you're living in your glory. That makes sense? And it's like another thing, bro, I love to hate. Oh, it makes me sleep at night, bro. I love every second. Like, you see when people are just like being bitter or vicious, or in my comments, I like, yes, more. I love it. I want to taste your tears. Like, it helps me sleep at night, because I like to know that whatever is going on in your life, I affected you so much that you came out of your character just to hate on little old me. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, you know, like, I think it was from this like this 50 Cent book that I read. Like, he was like, it's better for someone, like, rather than to feel like, you know, the guy that everyone likes, like, if someone sees you, they could, I rate my man, or like, oh yeah, he's calm, like, but it's better for someone to like hate you than like be like, then not feel an emotion towards you, because if they hate you, they'll go to the extreme lengths of thinking about you all the time, or bringing your name up in conversation, or that's how your name stays afloat, or like, there might be some guy out there that hates like me or you so much that they bring up like your video might come up on their phone, and like, I hate this, like, instead of just going, bro, I hate this guy,
keep doing it.
Then the other guy will be like, nah, you know what, like, I rate my man, like, so bro, that's how your name stays in conversations, bro, and it helps, machine, you know what I mean, bro. It's better for people to feel the two ends of the spectrum, which is either super love you or super hate you, but being like indifferent, like,
that's
like
the worst.
It should just be, you should be like Marmite. Like, people should either love you or hate you, and that's how it's. If you're not a divisive, but if you carry yourself, if you don't try to please everyone, you're always gonna be like Marmite. There's gonna be bare people that love you. There's gonna be bare people that hate you.
Yeah, you know what? And funny you say that. I always say that to Mandem. Yeah, you see, like, if you got your girl, or your ex even, if she doesn't hate you, bro, you've lost her. Or if she doesn't have strong feelings towards you, even something as simple as if someone brings your name up, she'll say, yuck. That means on some level, you still live up here.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's still some emotional charge. Like you said, I always, like, not even me, it's actual quote, yeah, but the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. So it's like, even if a person's showing hatred, it's a corrupted form of admiration in my mind. It's like, you really admire me, but you can't bring yourself to do it. You love me, bro. Do you understand? No fire. But you see, like, if someone is indifferent now, that's hell.
Yeah, because sometimes haters become supporters as well. Like the conversion happens a lot more than you think as well, innit?
Yeah, bro.
A lot more than you think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it happens all the time, bro. Cause like, I'm a CR7 guy, yeah. I always have been, right?
Yeah.
I was never really a fan of Messi. Do you understand? I thought, this guy, do you understand? I'm Cristiano Ronaldo all the way, right?
For life, innit?
See that 2022 World Cup final? I said, all right, boss. You got it. I hated on that man for years. I'll argue with anyone that tried to say he was better. You see, at that moment, I accepted that's the better player and he's one of, if not the greatest to ever do it. And that just explains your theory right now. A hater turned into, you know what I mean?
I have to disagree with. I still a Ronaldo guy even to this day.
Do you know what it is though? I feel like I have a theory behind why people are Ronaldo guys though.
What's your theory?
My theory is this, and it's not the typical argument of hard work versus talent. It's not that. It's we've watched Cristiano go through different eras. And if you're somebody who you want to build yourself, you kind of fall in love with that journey. Because it's like when I was younger, I remember skinny Ronaldo with all the spots on his face and the braces. Then I've watched him muscle up and do his hair a certain way. Then I've watched him go to Madrid. Then I've seen noodle hair Ronaldo. Then I've seen Juventus samurai bun Ronaldo. Like I've just seen all the eras. And to me, it's like to watch a man build himself throughout the years, to watch a guy have that confidence, to watch, because what a lot of people don't understand is when he was younger, it's not like Lamine Yamal now where people have said you're the best in the world. He was considered talented, but I don't think anybody thought he would rise to where he would.
Yeah.
So it's like to watch a guy just to battle it out and do this. Because remember, bro, you see when Messi first come on the scene, they're all calling him the Messiah. So his thing's already stamped. It's like, you're that guy. I'm watching a guy, like, people don't understand, like, I get so passionate when I talk about these two, you know. People don't understand, like, we've watched two guys for like 15 years put up some supernatural numbers, you know. Like, you see when they're gone, I don't think people appreciate what we've witnessed in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, I see Ronaldo as like a king that refused to kneel. Like, he's not having it. It's like, yeah, you lot say this guy's better than me. Yeah, in some ways, he's much naturally talented than I am. But I'm not stopping. I'm winning these Ballon d'Ors. I'm winning this UCL. And that's why, for me, Ronaldo will always edge it. It's like, you know how there's some people that say Muhammad Ali's the greatest boxer of all time? That's not true. He really isn't. But when I ask people, why do you say that? Because of what he represented. And when I was a kid, I weren't having that. I said, keep it strictly to boxing. I don't care about what he represented. But as I've gone older, I understand that a person can influence you or even touch you in such a way that it's like, it adds to like their mythos, like the greatness. And I think that's why I'll always be a Ronaldo guy.
No, I agree. Like, I think also the reason why like I'm a Ronaldo guy is, bro, like, it's just like, when it comes down to it, it's like, for me, he's the face of football. Like, in the sense that like Messi, like he's a bro. Messi's like calm and all that, but it's like Ronaldo, he's just a face, bro. Like it's the I like the arrogance, I like the ego, I like the
celebration.
Yeah, the celebration. Like he's played his whole career, like he's always had a chip on his shoulder, like something to prove. And even when he's the great, like, or people call him the greatest, he's still got that like, I need to prove this, I need to do that. Like
1000%.
That's why I like, and he's like with Messi, it's like when I was younger, I used to think Messi was better, and I wouldn't hear it because when I was younger, I'd be like, yeah, Messi's the good guy, Ronaldo's the evil guy. Like I don't like Ronaldo's. But then like it just, and I'm a United fan as well, but I used to just think like, oh, Messi's better. But it changed when like when Ronaldo, like when you just see, bro, this Ronaldo guy, no matter what, he just doesn't give up. He just does not give up. Like with anything.
Yeah, bro. That's why he's like, I don't think, like, see when man's younger, yeah? I'm from the era where we all try to imitate the way he played football.
Yeah.
So we're on the playground or even Sunday league, we're all running like this, doing the Ronaldo chop on the wing, like, people don't understand how much this guy had the streets, bro. And it's like, when you've got a person like that, like you said, chip on their shoulder, because like we see this with a lot of footballers, they reach a certain height, they fall off. Because in my opinion, fight me. In my opinion, Rooney was a lot more naturally talented than Ronaldo. When they first came to Man United, I don't think Ronaldo was actually better than he was.
Rooney was the golden boy, innit?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch Rooney at that age, disgusting. That's why I'm surprised the way people talk about him now. I'm thinking, bro, like,
Rooney was bullying everyone, and bro, he was like 16, 17.
Bro, he's been scoring against Arsenal since he was a teenager, bro. And it's kind of like, watching Ronaldo build himself up and just surpass people, it's kind of like, how can you not love this guy? You see, like Lamine right now, I want to see that boy shine, bro. And why I got so much love for Lamine as well is because it's like, number one, he's doing outrageous things as a teenager. But number two, it's the fearlessness within like what he's doing. And even though he doesn't show it, I think he also plays with a chip on his shoulder as well.
Nah, for sure. I think he feels like he's got something to prove as well, because everyone's always trying to write him off. I don't like when people are like, "Oh, my man's got an ego," and it's like, bro,
bro.
Let the guy be. Like that's what you know. Like it's what, like, him having an ego. Like these players that have like a flaw, or like they're not like the perfect footballer. It's what draws you towards them. It's like that's what draws you towards like the Neymars, your Pogbas, like so on and so forth. Like for me, my favorite footballer ever is Pogba.
Yeah?
Yeah, Pogba. Like,
how comes though? I don't...
Bro, that guy is crazy. Like, crazy. Like, you know, like, because when I was in like year 7, year 8 when he was at Juventus. Doing all the dabbing and stuff. Like, so that was a big part of like my secondary school thing. Like, I remember when he signed for United, like in school, like, the guys and the girls knew who he was. Like, you know, like it's rare that there's footballers that obviously everyone knows your Messi's and Ronaldo's, but he was a player, and your Neymar, but he was a player at the time that universally everyone knew, everyone liked him. People would dab like him. Like, you know, I like that, like the cool haircuts. Like even when he came United, it was like, it was 50-50. I think he was failed by United, but when he came United, it's like, I rated that, bro. He always played with like a chip on his shoulder as well. Like,
bro, that hunger.
Yeah, and like you could see, like for France, different level. I like Mbappe for the same reason now.
See Mbappe, call him what you want, dictate. I want to see my boy shine.
Nah, bro. I've
seen my boy shine.
I need it.
Do you see when he's shaking?
The hand of the
I think it was
French Prime Minister.
Yeah, and I think it was he Saudi Prince? I think it was. You see, like the confidence when he's like, I said, that's my boy.
Nah, Mbappe's him, bro. He's him.
And do you know what I love about Kylian as well? He don't give a monkeys. And why I say that, it's like, even if you look at that Argentina final, to play the way he played and drag France, I don't think people understand, To me, Mbappe is already in the galaxy of the greats.
Yeah, nah, 1000%.
Like, people don't rate his thing. It's like, cool, you see Jude. Jude is a bad boy footballer, but you're not him. To me, Jude is like, he's up there, but is he at the fruit of the tree? And it's like, you see with Mbappe as well, these are once in a generation footballers. Like, I don't think people understand. It's like, you need that ego, you need that pride, you need that hunger to play. A lot of people, like, even with like Messi, people are like, oh, he's the nice guy, he's the good guy. I think he's a silent assassin. I don't think he's as humble as people make out.
Now we saw in the World Cup, he was bugging out here and against Netherlands. Like you could see, like he's got a bit of.
That's what I'm saying. But you need that. You see, even with Jude as well. What I love about Jude is a player, that he will grab a match by the scruff of his neck. Like he's not here to play games. Even when do you watch the Costa Rica match?
No,
Costa Rica.
When was this?
I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
No.
Okay, but they had a friendly against Costa Rica. I remember Noni got tackled disgustingly, and I see Jude walk up to the player and he just revved him in his head. He's like, bro, like, don't do that again, kind of thing, innit? But why I like that as well is because it's like, you need that rawness as an athlete. And I think we're even like, this is not even my theory, I think it's true, with like England as well. England robs a lot of players of his flair. So this is a throwback player, but I'm a huge fan of Ricardo Quaresma, innit? And you see, like with him, even when he's hitting the trivela or running down the wing, why I love players like this, because like, express yourself. Neymar, express yourself. Even Dembele, like, big fan of Dembele, Doué, all it because it's like, bro, I can see you've got that swagger about you.
Yeah.
That ego, that confidence.
Rather than like a fish and chips baller.
Yeah, but I'm not like Kante, you're my boy, yeah. But it's like, I need to see some bite once in a while. Like, bro, you're that guy, bro. Show the world you're that guy. That's why I like when Jude puts his arms out. It's like, here I am.
Yeah, like that's the stuff you like. That's what I like. Because you see Mbappe go from like a. Because I saw like we're all old enough to have seen Mbappe go from like this young talent to like a world beater, and like even seeing him like he was never no like little boy in the France squad.
Yeah.
He was always one of the guys. But to see him go from like obviously above him he had like Griezmann, Giroud, Pogba, Lloris, but then now bro he's the captain. Like he's the guy. Like he's been the guy for years. And I think if he won the world, if France managed to beat Argentina in that final back then, I think I would have said Mbappe is in the GOAT conversation, fam. If you score a hat-trick in the World Cup final, you deny Messi of a World Cup and you win the second World Cup at 23.
Mbappe,
like Mbappe doesn't need a ballon. Listen, this is why Ballon d'Or is robbed. Mbappe doesn't need a Ballon d'Or to be certified. He's different.
Do you know what's happened though? There's like a new crop of football fans, yeah, and they do things by stats and achievements. Like, I'm seeing some people say, yeah, well, Dembele's better than Mbappe. And I'm like, you are smoking everything under the sun.
Never.
I rate Dembouz highly, yeah? But it's like, yes, he's achieved more in his current career, like in terms of World Cup, Ballon d'Or, 2 UCLs. Of course, he's achieved more. But I'm talking about in terms of a player and who can dictate the game. A lot of people don't realise this, but it's like, there's certain players that can change the course of a game. As we saw with Mbappe, like there are some players, and I think even like when people are talking about Neymar in Brazil, he's old, he's washed. But I always say to people, I don't think you understand. That's still a feared player. And on top of that, like people don't understand when certain men are on the pitch, everyone is trying to impress them. They're not trying to impress the coach. They're trying to impress him.
And it's the belief as well.
It's the belief, bro. It's like, bro, like my man's here. It's like he's waking up everyone. Because when Mbappe scored in them finals, did you see the way the France team woke up,
bro?
Like not everyone has that sauce. Bro.
Nah, he's him, bro. If it was like their left back or something, they would have just been like calm, bro. Mbappe, like he's see, him, bro, he's a monster. He scored. He's screaming at the camera. Everyone's getting gassed. Like that's you need these
You need
these it. These I call them mavericks. Like
you need
these sort of players. Like that's why like a lot of Argentinians they prefer Maradona to Messi.
Yeah, bro. He's a madman, but he's their madman.
Yeah, because he's crazy. My dad will die on this hill, but he still says to this day, like there's no player that comes close to Maradona.
Yeah, but do you know what it is though? I think we're gonna end up like that as well. But it's like
with Messi or Ronaldo or something.
Yeah, because you know it is with that generation. Like even in my family, a lot of the older guys, they'll be like, Pele's the greatest of all time.
Okay.
And I'm not hearing it, bro. Because like when I look at them games on YouTube, it's looking slow. Like the level of play, like I'm not seeing anything outstanding, if that makes sense.
Nah, I hear you, yeah.
I feel like the game's not fast enough, the game's not physical enough. That's just my personal opinion. And it's like, you're not understanding. From I'm a kid, I'm watching 2 freaks just go back to back in the UCL. So it's like, to me, when they say like Maradona, Pele, like, yeah, they're amazing for their time. But I don't think they would have shook up the game in this time.
It's like what you said about Muhammad Ali. It's like sometimes it's bigger. It's more like what they represented at that time in the sport, innit?
Yeah, bro, that's all it is.
So yeah, like but for me, like, I need to see Mbappe like
lift that World Cup again.
Like I need to see him get his gap. Nah, but for me, I'm rooting for Portugal for Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I have to. But if Portugal go. Then I'll be real, I don't really care. Like all my eggs are in that Portugal basket, bro.
Yeah,
I need that for Ronaldo.
Do you know what it is, bro?
For CR7, man.
Yeah, and do you know what it is? This World Cup's bringing a tear to my eye, you know? When people hear me, it's like, bro, it's the last dance, bro. It's like one last time. I get to see Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo one last time on the international stage. Like, people don't understand what this means, bro. And it's kind of like, for Ronaldo, it will be the greatest story in history. But I don't want him to win it. I'm going to tell you why. Because then the conversation starts again. See, when Messi won, I was happy to stop fighting. You know, like a soldier, yeah, that's just fought in war all his life. Now I can rest. Because it's like, all right, cool, he's the better player. He's won the World Cup. We can't chat to him. He's completed football. If Ronaldo wins that World Cup, I'm back in the battlefield again, bro.
Nah, but bro, you should have never gone for those 4 years, bro.
Yeah,
You should have been like me. I was still Ronaldo.
No, as a complete player, I think he's better in terms of sprinting, jumping. Like, he's an athletic freak in that sense. But in terms of, if we're talking pure technical football,
Of course, Messi's
I hate
better.
to admit it, but he is the better player.
But I think Ronaldo's like, you could be the better player, but I think Ronaldo's the greater
Player, yeah. If you need someone to score goals, I would pick him. Because like I said, as a complete player, but I have to die on this hill. Like, what I saw, even what I'm seeing now, like, even in Argentina's friendly, the way
for like
Messi's
20 minutes and he was...
Yeah, bro, he's seeing the playmaking. But it's like, as much as these lot are great, yeah, it's like, bro, I just want to see Lamine shine. That's my boy, you know.
Ooh, I feel the same way for Mbappe. Like, because I hate how everyone's like, it's like this recency bias in sport. I hate it, bro.
It happens all the time, yeah.
You know when like you said, when people are saying Dembele is better, or people are writing off Mbappe or saying my man's the problem at Madrid and this, bro, do you know who you're talking about, bro? Do you know?
And you know the problem with that in all sport, yeah? It's like boxing as well. You see the way people talk about Anthony Joshua now? I always say, listen, I was there on the come up when he knocked Klitschko's lights out, yeah? And it's like, people don't understand. Anthony Joshua, when he was first coming up on the come up, he had a 96% knockout ratio. I don't think people understand what that means. That means, like, if he touches you, you're waking up in Narnia, bro. So it's like, when I'm seeing people say he's terrible, he was never good, it's like,
Nah.
bro, do you people watch boxing, bro? It's like, fair enough, I'm not going to say he was the greatest technically. That belongs to people like Floyd and other people, right? But don't downplay what the man has done, bro. It's like, even Floyd Mayweather, like, now he's a joke. And I'm seeing people say, oh, he was never that good. It's like, do I need to start pulling up some clips? Like, just because he as a person is not the best, but that doesn't take away from his skill. And I think in recency, like, going back to recency bias, yeah, every year someone's the best in the world. Like, for me now, personally, I'll say Lamine's the best in the world because I enjoy watching him play. I think he's a freak. Yeah, I'm backing him all the way. He's the only reason I want Spain to win this World Cup, yeah. But even when people compare like Mbappe to Lamine, I have to say to them, behave yourself. Do you know who Mbappe is, bro? Behave, G. Like, I don't think people get it. Like, even in football as well, like, cool, it's like, you see like João Neves and Vitinho killing it right now. But it's like, last year it was someone else, and the year before that it was someone else. And I think even like Kvara, obviously he was doing his thing since like Napoli. Nobody can like dispute that. I'm seeing people say he's the best in the world. Behave, bro. Like, where's this coming from? Like,
yeah,
a guy has one amazing UCL and he's the best in the world. It's like, they call him Kvara Donna, bro. It's like, bro, breathe, bro.
Not like I think, yeah, I'd say it with like Rice. Like, I like Rice a lot.
Yeah, cold,
but
bro.
I see the way people talk about Rice. Like Rice, maybe he'll get there one day because I think he's. I would love to have him at United. Like, I would love him at United, but like maybe by the time he finishes his career, but Rice he's not there yet, bro. He's not in the category of like your Gerrard, your Lampard, your Scholes.
Nah.
But maybe he might get there, but like I don't like the way people the recency bias is the worst thing in sport. Yeah. And I think the most I'm seeing it now is with the Dembele and Mbappe thing. Like, I rate Dembele, bro. Like, Dembele is cold, he's a baller, but this is the same Dembele that got subbed off in the World Cup final in like the first, like, I think 20 minutes or something. He got subbed off
because he was doing foolishness, bro. People forget Dembele was Barcola on steroids, bro. You see like how we laugh at Barcola now for making them amazing runs and just flopping it.
Yeah.
Bro, remember, people forget Dembele can use both his feet, bro. He'll make amazing runs and just roof it over the goal. And it's
or like the chance he missed, the chance he missed against Liverpool.
Do you see what I'm saying?
When Messi passed it to him on the plate.
Do you understand? So I always say to people, like, breathe. Like, let's not forget people's history. Of course, the present will always matter. But let's not forget, bro. It's like, even Suarez now, he's an old man. He's so rubbed. Why is he playing? I'm like, do you know who this guy is? This is El Pistolero, don't... Bro, Suarez in his time was disgusting.
Yeah, mums.
But it's like people... I don't know, bro. I feel like football has become soulless. I think all sports have become soulless. But with football especially, and boxing as well, I've just noticed, like, if you're the greatest now, it's like a hype train. Best in the world. He's better than this person. It's like, bro, let's just enjoy the players that we have now.
Yeah, for real.
Like, let's just enjoy watching them. You see this World Cup, I just sit back. Yesterday, the opening game, yeah, ordered myself some food, sat back. Yes, the quality of football was terrible between Mexico and South Africa. Cool, it's whatever. But just enjoy, bro. Even with like Korea versus Czech Republic. I remember Son in his prime. Bad boy footballer. I'm seeing people say, get rid of this guy, he's whatever. But it's like nostalgia's killing me because I remember what he used to be.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, just enjoy him while he's here. Because when he retires, it's going to be like, oh, do you remember? Like, nah, bro, just enjoy the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
this is a last chance to enjoy a lot of footballers.
1000%.
And like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. That's why for me, it goes back to it. I need like just the story of Ronaldo, like his whole life, him being like an inspiration, him being the face of football. I need that. I need that World Cup, bro.
I'm tired, bro. I'm done fighting.
If he knocks out Messi on the way as well,
in the quarters, they're gonna
If they meet up and he knocks them out and he goes on to win, then that might be the best day of my life.
Yeah. As a proper Ronnie fan, no, I am still, and I feel like obviously Mbappe, I would say for the new generation is the face of football for his generation. I slightly think Lamine is getting a bit more better PR at the moment, but I feel like when these two, like I said, go, it's going to leave such a hole in like football, like a proper like gap. But I also feel like as well with like Ronaldo as well, in terms of like the guy's gone back to Man United, the guy's played here, the guy's played here. I feel like in a way he deserves it for the climb. Because I don't feel like he was someone that was backed from day one. If you know what I mean. Like I feel like people rated him as a baller, but like you said, he played with a chip on his shoulder because he's not backed from day one.
And like when in the World Cup, when he done the winking thing with Rooney, this guy's always had it. When he came back and I watched it was like a compilation, like at the start of the season, like every away game he played, he was getting booed.
Yeah.
And he was a great talent, but that 2006-07 season was when he cemented himself as one of the best players in the world. Like that season, I think that was his first season. He finished top 3 in the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. So that he came back on. He came at the back of being a villain.
Yeah.
For doing that thing to Rooney.
Yeah.
All these fans were booing him. He said, "Calm. I'm 22 or 20 or whatever. No problem."
Yeah.
The guy was, bro, this different, bro. And when you're deep in like what Ronaldo already won a Ballon d'Or.
About 23, yeah.
But I'm at the age that I'm at now, I'm like, yo, this guy's a monster, bro.
Yeah.
Monster.
He's definitely like, he's a beast. Like his thing's different.
It's the same way how like do you watch tennis?
Nah.
Okay, there's one guy in tennis called Djokovic, yeah?
Yeah.
That guy, all the fans they always side, you know, like your Federers and your Nadals, even Murray, like the fans, they all love Federer because he's like a gentleman, or like Nadal because he like they love him.
Yeah.
But when it came to Djokovic, he never got the support from the fans. Like, or when he'd play against like Federer or whatnot, they'd always support that. But this guy would be like calm and he would just quickly batter them.
Yeah.
Like he went from Federer and Nadal being the goats of tennis, and my man was like here, and now he's cemented himself as the goat of tennis. So he's like, I like people that, bro, like even when they don't have things their way, or like the fans, they're not feeling them, they're just like, you know what, calm, boo me, it's calm, I'll show you on the pitch or something, and they get it done.
But those are the sports people I love. And I feel like, you see in the UK, I feel like British people hate confidence to a degree. You can have confidence, but a certain type of confidence. And I feel like that other confidence that, like, I would say American people have a lot, I feel like in the UK, a lot of people would benefit from it, because I feel like you need that beast inside of you. Like, you need that thing inside of you that says, I'm going to dominate everyone and everything. Like, if you look at a lot of Mike Tyson's old interviews, he would say stuff like, I'm the king of the barbarians. Like, even when he said about Lennox Lewis, I want to eat his children, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, like, nobody can defeat me. I feel like you need that. Like, there's even another old school boxer called Roberto Duran. Crazy guy, bro. Like, he'll say to people like, suck my balls, like all of that mad stuff, right? But he had that mentality of, I'm a beast, like I don't care. And I feel like when you let go of that restraint, like to please everyone, I feel like that's when you take that step into like greatness, because you're just pure. Do you know what I mean? And I think purity is so important. Like, do you watch like anime or manga or anything like that?
I only watched one called Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. But There's a character in a story called Jujutsu Kaisen, innit? And his name's like Toji or whatever. Long story short, he's like abused by his family, he weren't rated, none of that stuff, yeah? But then they use like a seance or like a technique to bring him back to life, but at his prime. And when the narrator's basically saying like, he's bearing his fangs towards like the strongest. And what he's saying is like, as an agent of chaos, he's just chasing whoever's strong because that's his natural instinct. And what I find a lot of people don't understand about that is like, when you operate from a place of instinct, a place of purity, nothing can hold you back, bro, because you're living in your truth, like it's raw. I feel like a lot of people, why they don't go places is because there's so many mental blocks. I don't want to disappoint this person. I don't want these people to think this about me. But when you're coming from just a place like it's just raw, like you just let go, like you just give it everything you've got and whatever happens, happens. I feel like that's when you reach like a new tier of your ability, when you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah, you have to be unapologetically yourself.
1000%,
like, with anything.
bro.
Like, it's not even sport. Like, you know, if you make content, like, yeah, this is like what, like a very small thing, but I think it makes a big difference. Like, when people make content, sometimes they like, especially when you're starting out, they might feel like a bit lackluster in confidence, or like they might feel a type of way about sending it to their friends and being like, yo, can you share this or repost this for me, or can you interact with this?
Yeah.
But me, I was like shameless. When I was starting, I'd send my post to all of my friends and be like, yo, repost this, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know, like you have to be like unapologetically yourself. Like if you're doing something, you have to do it with your full heart. Or like even with the clothes, like when I was doing the clothing brand, I send it to my friends and be like, obviously it's a given anyways that they were like sharing it about, but I'd send it and be like, yo, can you do this for me, bro? It's just it's a favor. Like, you can't feel like, if you're doing something, you have to put your whole heart in it. You can't feel like you're asking someone too much of a favor because something's free, right? So
yeah,
with anything, content, clothes, whatever, like you have to just be unapologetically yourself.
Bro, see, when I first started doing content, I was going on people's blocks and telling stories about them. People are messaging me, don't do that, And I said, bro, if you're not willing to go too far, you will never go far enough. And one character trait I can say I've had throughout my life is I'm willing to go too far. It's like a willingness. And it's like what you say about being unapologetic. It's like, at the end of the day, who are you I should even care about what you think about me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did you find a cure for cancer? Like what have you done that's so great and amazing? I should care what you think about. Like, who are you? Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, when you have that mindset, when you have that, I would say, seek and destroy kind of mindset, I think there's nothing stopping you. And I think another reason I want you to take boxing like more seriously, or any combat sports, when you take combat sports, you develop a killer instinct. Do you know what I mean? You'll go for the kill. And I can say, even when I've competed, whether that's like jiu-jitsu or K1 or whatever it is, you see, if I see somebody's hurt, do you know what I mean? And it's like, when you develop that kind of mindset of, I've got that person there and I'm not letting go, you know, like a wild animal gets prey, you sink your teeth into it. Once you develop that kind of mindset, you might not realize it, but it translates into other areas of your life. So if you've got an opportunity, you go for it, you kill. Do you know what I'm saying? If you see a girl that you like, you go for it, you kill. Do you understand? Like, you become a hunter. And a lot of people in today's age, like, I don't really agree with the whole manosphere and red pill and all of that rubbish, yeah, but one thing I'll give some of them is when they mention men back in the days were hunters. And I feel like some people have lost that bite. They're too passive. So yeah, bro, trust me, get back into boxing, maybe even do like an amateur fight once or twice. And trust me, you'll see how your life changes. You'll develop like a bloodthirst for the right things, not like madness, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I wanted to, like, that was a goal, to have like a fight.
Yeah, go for it,
not
man.
white collar, amateur as well.
Yeah, go for it.
I just wanted to see what it was like, innit?
Bro, bun white collar. Like, do you know what it is? No disrespect to white collar fighters, but the level and the quality of fighting, it's just not there.
It's two different things, innit? And anyone can kind of sign up for white collar,
bro,
innit?
Anyone can sign up. Like, if you're somebody that has trained, like, and you've had like actual amateur experience, you fight a white collar fighter, that's just abuse. It's wrong.
Peak.
Yeah, it's wrong, bro. Like, if you want the real boxing experience, like, to turn around and say, like, I had a go.
Yeah.
Go the proper amateur route. Like, join a gym, be a part of their team, get some fights. Even if it's like 1 or 2 fights, you ain't got to go to a tournament. You don't have to try and go pro, but just say, I went in there and I had a go.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it, is so that, like, I could just be like, yeah, like, I tried, innit?
Yeah.
Not even on a thing like, yeah, I've done that, but like I know myself that, yo, like, I gave it a go, and I'll be content.
Yeah, bro, that's all that matters. I always say to people, it's not about winning or losing, it's about doing. So you see, like when I meet people and they'll be like, oh, I don't really want to have a fight, I'm scared I'll lose. But it's like, who are you that anyone will care you lost? You're not a professional fighter.
If as far as I'm concerned, like stepping in the ring is like,
yeah, bro,
you're winning already. Like,
yeah, bro, like you're doing something that most people will never do. Most people are not going to put themselves in a place to get their head knocked off for 3 or 4 rounds. They're not doing that. So it's like, if you go in there and you have a firefight, whether you win, lose or draw, bro, you can say, I did that. And it's like, there's a sense of pride, even like jiu-jitsu as well, yeah? I find jiu-jitsu grueling. Like, I've never really been a big fan of it, but I like the way it's changed my life. What I mean by that is like, jiu-jitsu is more of like a problem solvers kind of combat sports. To me, like boxing, K1 is more like a tough guy thing. Like, I don't mind going in there and having a tear up in it. But with jiu-jitsu, it's like, I have to think. This guy might bend my arm. This guy might choke me out. And you see, when you go on those mats and one round is like 5 minutes, bro, it's hell. But it's like, I got disqualified in my first competition, innit?
Oh, how come?
So I was up by 7 points and I did something stupid at the end. So he got me in a triangle hold, innit? And obviously, as he got me in a triangle hold, like, my first instinct, because you see, like in MMA, if someone gets you in a triangle hold, you can lift them up and smash. So I'm lifting up, but it's like, to get out of a triangle hold, it's like, you got to stand up in it and like, put your shoulders out like that. So it's kind of like, it'll more break it. Especially if you use like your broad shoulders and whatever, innit? This guy's not letting go, bro. So I'm standing up now, and even though I've lifted him in the air, he's still got the triangle hold locked. And my coach is screaming, don't smash him, don't smash him. So obviously I'm trying to put him down gently. But as I put him down, it's like he's falling to the ground. I think he did that, yeah. That bit's not me. And as he touched the ground, he's going, my head. The ref was like, disqualified. But it's like, I didn't smash him on his head, innit? But it's like, that made me realize something. Whether I like to admit it or not, I may have subconsciously panicked. If that makes sense. Because like, if I felt, not even if I felt, because I was winning, like he didn't score a single point. But if I had kept complete composure throughout the whole thing, even when he had me in a triangle hold, if I had composed myself and got out of it with pure, like with like just a cerebral mindset, yeah, I would have never got disqualified. And why I say that transfers to real life, you can make one mistake and it flops you. Like anything in life. I'm not saying that even stuff like diet, well, of course diet, but I mean like anything, whether that's business, whether that's school, whether that's relationships, money, whatever it is. So I always say to people, put yourself in uncomfortable positions. And that's why I say jiu-jitsu changed my life, right? Put yourself in a position where a man's choking you from behind. How do I get out of this situation? When you're under pressure and you've got to figure a way to get out of that, I think that's the best, bro. Because like, when you live your real life and you are under pressure, you navigate that with ease. Because like, what's harder? Navigating this situation or somebody choking you? Somebody choking you. So it's like, if I can get out of that, I can get out of that. And that's why I urge every young man, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to become a professional, but join a combat sport. Do you know what I mean? Even MMA, I want to get in the cage. I've trained, I've sparred for years in terms of mixed martial arts, never got in the cage in terms of like amateur. So I need to go in there. Even if a man elbows me and knocks me out, it's like, yeah, but I fought in the cage.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you know that you went and tried it, innit?
Yeah,
exactly.
Bro, it's like, so what? You know what I mean? If a man talks rubbish, all right, cool, let's go in the cage.
Exactly, because then you can slump the average guy, innit?
Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
But even with that, I don't know, man. I think sports is just so important. And I think, like I said, I think even with like men, sports as well, it just translates into so many different things. And that's why I always say, like, you see, when I see women and they might have like a son or like a daughter, I always say, get them into sports. They don't have to be pros, but let them understand what either teamwork means. Let them understand what composure means, what strength means, what honor means. Because even like in karate, a lot of that is honor. Like even now, when I face people, whether that's K1 or mixed martial arts, I always bow before I spar them or I fight with them. And some people are like, bro, why is this guy bowing? But it's like, it's a sense of not only respect for the opponent, but it's kind of like I said, it's just dignity and honor. You carry yourself with a sense of justice and righteousness. And I think that's just so important for character traits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like sports is like essential to like someone, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
So like yeah, like even little things like my mum taking me to football training when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's the memories that you hold with it. Is like football was like obviously we both knew like, yo, I'm not gonna be like the next Ronaldo, but it was very like I just loved going football every week, innit? Because it was like a
best, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And even the matches, like the training Saturday, the matches Sunday, like you remember that routine.
You remember that routine.
And I will make something to look forward to on the weekend. So
Look forward to on a weekend, and even like when you're with your boys as well. When you're in that changing room, everyone's just yapping. It's like a link up.
exactly, yeah.
And even that sense of not even just teamwork, but kind of like camaraderie. I'll never forget when we were like 7 years old, yeah, there was like a football tournament, innit? But we got knocked out in the quarterfinals. And bro, I dropped to my knees and I cried, bro. Now someone might say, why the hell's this guy crying over a football tournament or a under-10s football tournament? But it's like, bro, the passion to win is like people would just never understand. But it's like, it's beautiful because it's like you said, you're training, you're working towards something. And then when you lose it, it's like it hurts so much that the next time you try, you're going to work even harder to achieve it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro. That's why, like, going back to what we was talking about Ronaldo, I love Ronaldo, bro. Like Ronaldo, Mbappe, Lamine, like I said, I want to see that guy shine. Because you see with Mbappe, obviously, he's my age, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I feel like I've grown up with Mbappe. But you see Lamine, it feels like I'm watching him at the start of his story. And I'm just overjoyed to see where it turns out.
Yeah, and he's having a crazy career so far.
Yeah, bro.
He should have had at least one Champions League though, man. He's unlucky.
I think it's the team he's playing with, though.
It's that they should have beat Inter last year, and then they would. I think they would have gone on to win it.
Yeah, even Atletico this year.
Yeah.
But I think you see with that Barca team though, why rate like Hansi Flick? He's doing a lot more with a lot less. Because Barca's broke. And it's like if they had the funds, like that Saudi money, I reckon it will take them even further. A small part of me wants Lamine to go to PSG. Like I could see him genuinely winning. But then at the same time, I guess it'd be a beautiful story if he stayed with like his childhood club and he made it and all of these things. But I feel like sometimes players degrade themselves. Like I wanted Mbappe to come to the Prem. I wanted Mbappe at Chelsea.
I don't know why Mbappe went Madrid because it's like you're already joining a winning team.
That's why I said he degraded himself, bro. Because like if he came to the Prem and he bossed it, to me that's more legacy defining than joining Madrid.
At a City or an Arsenal and like
yeah, bro. Yeah. That's why it's like to me, as we all know, the Prem's the best league in the world, right? And it's like if you can become king of that, like it just solidifies you. It's like, bro, with what La Liga, it's two teams that are giants, bro. And it's like the rest of them are meaty. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you're joining a team that has a legacy of 15 UCLs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I didn't understand.
Do you understand? It's like, bro, it's like, why, bro?
I think I could have always seen him do well at Liverpool. Like, I think Liverpool would have been the right Prem team for him.
Yeah.
Or maybe Arsenal.
Yeah. Do you know maybe this is bias here, but I really wanted him at Chelsea. I don't know. I can just see him at Chelsea. I can just see him at Stamford Bridge. But then I don't know if he fits that kind of playing system. But with Xabi Alonso coming now, I think that would have been a perfect link up. But we never know, bro. He might. I don't see him leaving Madrid though.
I don't know. I just don't know why he joined Madrid when they already have 15 UCLs. Like I don't know what he has to prove. Like I guess it was his dream club from young, but
still though.
He stayed at PSG for them to win UCL. He's unlucky. I think he's contributed. You know where PSG are now.
Yeah.
He's obviously contributed to them becoming the team that they are now. But it's just the fact he left before they won the UCL.
Yeah.
And they only remember the winners. Like they don't, you know. But I think PSG, like he was like the building blocks and the foundation. Like he left it there, but he cut.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's why I don't want Elise to go to Madrid, you know. I don't think he ever will. Of course, we know Perez put out that offer, whatever. But I'm saying in a perfect world, I would never want him to go to Madrid. Even though I feel like Mbappe's got a whole summer to mind games him. You know, they're both in that French team. He's just like, bro, trust me, bro. It's sunny over here. Like, life's lit over here. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like Elise going to Bayern, it's just like he has an opportunity to be the man.
Yeah.
And it's like if he wins, God willing, a UCL with Bayern, whatever greatness he does with Bayern, it's kind of like, it's stamped. But it's like, if you do greatness with Madrid, it's like, you're one of many. They've got so many legends that have won so many things. It's like, yeah, you're one of, who wants to be one of many though?
That's why I didn't understand the Mbappe thing, man. Because it's like, you're not going to top Ronaldo's legacy.
No way.
At Madrid. Like, I don't know what his... The only thing that I want him to do is I want him to smash it with France. I think he can top Pele's legacy.
I reckon he will. Yeah. I reckon he can. I reckon he will. You see with France though, too much salt ruins the meal. And I feel like because, like, have you even seen their B team, bro? You see, because France has so many heavy hitters, it's like, will they gel? So far, it looks like it. Like, the way they've been playing, especially like the way Elise scored against Northern Ireland, but that's Northern Ireland, isn't it? But I feel like, I don't know, we have to hope that they don't step on each other's toes.
Nah, they're a strong team, but I don't know. I think they might fall short. It was a surprise when they didn't beat. I thought they had it when it was Argentina France in the final, like before they even played.
Yeah.
I thought like, yo, France, like the quality, like.
Yeah.
But it was meant to be, innit? It was just meant to be.
Yeah, it was meant to be, and I find as well with that French team as well. Like you said, they had it, but then we also have to remember England was actually the better team when they played. I know it's a crazy thing to even imagine looking back, but it's like if you look at that England match, especially the second half, England was actually the much better team on paper. But once again, what England lacks is that killer mentality that need to win. If you look at even with like Italy and all of these countries, yeah, they will do anything. They will foul you. They'll drag you. They're ready to play some dark arts football. I feel like England hasn't made that step. And we're Argentina as well. Like, you know, like South American players, like they play rough.
Yeah, they do.
Even if you look at that final, bro, like they're trying to provoke Mbappe, they're pushing him. Like they'll do anything. And I feel like that's kind of where they edged it a little bit. But like you say, bro, it was just meant to be, bro. I think it's the script, bro. It was meant to be.
Yeah, I can't like that World Cup was. I don't know. There was a lot going in. There was a lot going in Argentina's favor.
It was written, didn't it? Yeah.
But in the England team, I think one of the only players that have that sort of like dark side to them is Bellingham. But that's it.
Jude is the coldest. Do you know what I always say to people? Yeah, I know because he speaks nicely and he's polished and he's a PR machine. Everyone's like, yeah, Jude. If you actually watch Jude on that pitch and the way he interacts with other players, I always say,
he's him. I
say, bro, Jude is not a nice guy, bro.
Nah, he's not. He's not.
Don't get fooled by the interviews. This guy is a beast, bro. Like,
oh, he's him, bro. Like, he is.
And he wants to win. And that's what I always say, like, England need to treat him better because it's like, bro, this guy will spearhead your victories going forward. You see, like Harry Kane. I always say, bro, Harry Kane's a hitman. I think he's the best goal scorer England's ever had in their history. Like, once again, fight me. Feel free to debate me and comment, yeah? Greatest goal scorer England's ever had. Does he have that killer instinct? I don't think so, bro. I see, like, I've always watched him go ghost when it matters. And I feel like he's too okay with losing. See, like England, they're too all right with losing. If you've noticed, yeah, whenever they're about to lose or they are going to lose, yeah, it's a little bit of sadness and then they're partying, like, next week. And I feel like you need that kind of... Don't play not to lose. Play to win. You know, like the conversation we was having earlier, the way like Arsenal played.
Oh yeah.
It's like, bro, play to win. Don't play not to lose. And I think until we see that, I don't think we'll see that with this generation of England players. But I feel like with Jude leading it, we'll definitely see that. I think he should be a captain. Like for his age, that leadership he has and that composure, bro, that is not how old he's meant to be. Like what, 22,
23, yeah.
Bro, the guy acts like a 31-year-old man.
He's
bro.
the guy, bro. He's gonna be like you said, he's gonna like if you truly do it, if you truly let him be, he's gonna be the guy that spearheads England to like some success. He has to be. I don't like there's no other guy with that sort of like fire like in that team.
Yeah, bro.
I don't see it in anyone else.
I don't see it in anyone else. And I think England need to kind of adopt that mindset, man. Like I think it's not even a skill, like a talent thing. I think the UK produces some of the best footballers in the world. I'll say probably only
France.
Yeah, probably only France produces the same level of talent that we do in terms of like football players. I think it's mentality, bro. And I think it's the need to win. You know, like Obi Mikel said, it's the desire. Like we need a mentality of I will do anything to win. Like, bro, I've never seen an England player like take a yellow card just for the advancement of the team. Like, do some scumbaggery, bro. Like, stop being so nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Chiellini when he dragged Saka.
Bro, yanked him. Like, where you going? I know I'm not as fast as you, but here's what we're going to do. There's like, what, 10 minutes left?
You have to be dirty.
You have to be dirty, G.
That's not just like, you have to somewhat dirty in some stuff to like sometimes you have to make that call to progress.
You have to make that call. And it's like, to me, obviously, I don't think the hype is the same around the England team now. In my opinion, like the Euros team, 2018 World Cup team, 2020 Euros, I should say. That Euros, all the World Cups, yeah. I think Southgate created a movement with the England team that got the whole country together. But once again, why I say he's not the right man, it's the same point that everyone makes about him. He plays not to lose, bro. Like, look at the crop of players that you have. You're supposed to just be firing off that machine. Like, You're not taking off certain players. Like you're scared to make the hard decisions. And I think until England, I think Tuchel's kind of got that mentality. I even see him do a speech where he said, we're going to be a team that nobody wants to play against. I think until that's developed, England will always fall short. They need that. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, England's got some players. England's got some players, man.
I was disappointed that Palmer didn't make it.
I could see it happening though.
But I think he's the one of them players that like, it's like Neymar, like even if like Neymar's like not in the best form or whatnot, it's like Neymar, like he has that special, like he can take like a game. I believe Palmer can take a game from his hands.
Yeah, but I feel like old school Palmer. You see, like when he was cold Palmer.
But that doesn't change. You don't lose that, bro. I don't think he's lost that.
I don't think he's lost it, but like once again, the desire, bro, I don't think it's there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it was a system thing, like he performed like that because of the players he had around him. I don't know if he's got problems at home. I don't know what's going on. But it's like, I want to see a Palmer, once again, that spearheads the team. It's like, look at the penalties. I can't remember what team he was playing in the last Euros, but it went to penalties. Or was it the World Cup? And bro, if you saw the way Palmer took a penalty, Jude took a penalty, Ivan Toney took a penalty, I saw a confidence and I don't give a monkeys I haven't seen in England like in my life, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with Palmer as well, it's like if he can wake that back up, like see when he came on against Spain.
And he scored.
Bro. And he did that, bro. I'm bothered. I see Mohamed.
Yeah.
I said, aye, this guy is the future. If he can do that, if he can wake it up, like I said, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He's gone silent, yeah? Then, bro, like, I agree with you. He can wake up again because he has that kind of charisma and that stature.
Even Foden, man, like...
I don't see it, bro.
Nah. I think Foden... Nah,
you're doing the Englishman thing.
Nah.
You're trying to guess.
I think Foden, bro. I think Foden is one of the most talented players in... I think he might be second after Bellingham.
I think he's a system player, though.
Nah, bro. Foden is quality. He's just unlucky, man.
Do you know what it is? I've never saw what people saw in Phil Foden, you know? Don't be wrong, like you said, outstanding player in his own right. But I feel like things have to align for him in order for him to perform his best. Because I don't know, maybe this is me being a hypocrite now, because you know we were just questioning people about recency bias, yeah? But I feel like whenever it's mattered, bro, the guy just disappears.
That's true.
Like, I care about what you do on the day. And it's like, with, like I said, a system player, when you've got an outstanding system around you, it's like, it's kind of easy to shine. I need to see what you do when it's not looking good.
That's true.
Like, look what we're talking about Mbappe in that final. It wasn't looking good, G. What did he do?
He brought it back. He brought it back to life, bro.
He said, I don't need you, and this is a solo thing, G. And that's what he did. And I've not seen that from Phil Foden. Outstanding player, but I don't think, he's not someone that if I have kids or grandkids, I'd ever tell them about. He's not.
Nah, I hear you. That 2021 Euros team was a great team. I think that was their best shot of winning something.
Yeah.
Because, the quarterfinals, semis and finals were all happening in the UK as well, innit? In Wembley.
Bro, it was a beautiful time.
That was the time. And like you had like Grealish coming off the bench and stuff like that.
Bro, I remember when Grealish was a somebody, bro. Like, when Grealish used to come onto that pitch, the whole crowd's going wild. Like, I remember when Grealish was beating his man, like playmaking, like doing what needs to.
He was a threat.
Yeah, bro. You see when I see what this man has become, bro, I just shake my head. I say, how the mighty are fallen. Like, he's won a lot of stuff.
For me, that's Sancho, man. Like, Sancho, I always rooted for him, man.
You see Sancho, though? I've got a love-hate relationship with that guy, yeah. And this ain't about his off-the-pitch antics. I don't like to see wasted talent. And when I say wasted talent, it's like you have something people will kill for. But once again, desire. Do you want to be the best? And I feel like, to me, I've never seen in Sancho that mentality to be the best. He seems like he's happy he's just made it. You know, like when Ronaldo was leaking secrets. Well, not leaking secrets. He did that interview, like, because that weren't leaking. Like, that was in your face.
Yeah.
You see when he's saying certain stuff like the younger guys don't want to listen to the older. I know he's at him, bro. I'm thinking, he's got a point, though. It's like, bro, you're next to Ronaldo, bro. Like, learn some game, do something, develop. I don't think I've seen his game develop, bro.
That's the thing with Sancho. I remember at Dortmund, he was more hyped than Haaland and Bellingham.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't know why. I don't know. I think he was. I don't know why. I just don't know with him, man.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
I don't know. Maybe it was the wrong. I don't know. Wrong team. I don't know.
I don't even think it's that, bro. I think, like I said, it's just a desire to be the best. I don't think he's got that.
But I hear it though, when you're that young and you're making that much money, like
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
But he's made it, bro. It's like, we can sit here and say what we want, yeah. It's like, essentially, he's done what 0.01% of the population will do. So I will applaud him for that.
And he might not, for all we know, like he might not really care about legacy or what.
That's what I'm
You get
saying,
me?
like that desire to
He
be
might
the
have just
best.
thought, yo, like, I just want to become a pro footballer one day, and this
Got bread.
is all a bonus.
I'm a client. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like,
But I want to see him. I want to see him like. I don't like when guys talk about him like he's robbed. Like I want to see him like have a strong finish to his career for his own sake, man. Bro, they used to I remember when PSG played Dortmund and he swapped shirts with Mbappe, I think, or Neymar.
Yeah.
They used to talk about Sancho in the same breath as these guys. Like, come on now, man. Like Sancho.
That's mad, you know. Like to be compared to these lot, and it's like the way people talk about him now is wild.
Nah, like that's why he needs to bring it back, bro. He's got it in him.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Come like that's my favorite word, but once again, desire. I'm not seeing the desire, man. I want to see hunger. I want to see passion. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know he's not sleeping at night because he's not doing what he needs to do. You see Sancho, I'm gonna start looking at him the way I look at Dele Alli. You see Dele Alli, that was a player, bro. I think you see who Jude is now. I think that was supposed to be Dele Alli, bro. A lot of people might disagree, agree, whatever. Like, in terms of what that guy was doing and the talent he had, it's mental, bro. And then, like, when I see him now, how he ended up, once again, I just shake my head. And obviously, Sancho might not move as rubbed as he is, but I think he's on his way. So, you see Sancho, he's going to be a streets will never forget player.
That's the worst way to go out.
What, streets will never forget?
Yeah, because, like, no, because there's some players that, like, you fit that character, like, it's cool, like, that like you becoming a streets you won't forget player is like a compliment to you, but there's some players that like, bro, you were meant to be like a world beater, so you ending up as a streets won't forget.
Mad.
It's like nah, you shouldn't like I'd say like, you know, you're like Adel Taarabt is like a perfect streets won't forget player, like like that's a good title to have because like you had a good career, like, you know. I don't think he was meant to be like the next Messi, but Sancho, you were meant to be like the English Neymar, bro. Like, come on now, you can't finish like that. He can't.
How old is Sancho now, though?
Like, I think 25. I don't think he's that old. He's 25.
He's got time.
Yeah,
he's got time. You see, if I heard like late 20s,
nah, then it's over.
I was about to say I can smell them streets will never forget. But you see now, he's got time. See Sancho, he needs to be like the prodigal son. He needs to come back to his senses, fix up, pattern up, and do what he needs to do. But like I said, with his off-the-field antics, another thing I rate about like Mbappe and Jude, you can tell they're proper switched on, like they're pure professionals. Bro, you don't hear any scandals. Like, you see like Jude and Mbappe, if they wanted to sleep with a new woman every day and twice on Sunday, they could. But you don't hear them doing that. You don't hear them partying. You don't hear them getting wrapped up in foolishness. Like, they're about the bag.
Yeah.
And when I say the bag, I mean their profession, like football. They're just and I think that's another thing that's helped them. Even Haaland, bro. You look at Haaland's nutrition. A man's flying in salmon from Norway, bro. Like, he's about that life, bro. So it's like, when you live your life like that, you can't do nothing but go far. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, with Sancho, it's like, the way he lives his life off the pitch, it's like, bro, like, you got these used American goods calling you a client and that. That's mad, bro. Like, you're just living like a madman. Like, obviously, do what you need to do. Like, you're a man, have fun. But it's like, bro, like, keep it, you know what I mean? Keep it P. Like, be switched on. You know what I'm saying? It's mad, bro.
That's the thing, bro. Like,
it's hard to say though, innit? Because it's easy to say from the outside looking in.
Yeah. But it's also what separates like a great player from like the greatest.
No, definitely. Once again, with Sancho as well, I might not rate him like highly or see him as like a supreme player. Even going back to my analogy about being like at the fruit of the tree, I might not see him in that aspect, but I can always recognize his talent, and I do believe it's there. But it depends on what he does going forward. It's like what Mourinho said to like Dele Alli, like one day, you know what I mean? And I don't want that for him, bro. Like, streets will never forget is a disgusting category. I think it's a backhanded compliment.
Well, yeah, for players that were meant to be above.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. Like, when people are saying, the streets will never forget, that's crazy.
Or like Pape Cisse is a good streets won't forget.
Yeah.
I even say Demba Ba is above that. Demba Ba was a baller.
That's a throwback. Oh my God.
That he was a baller.
Yeah.
But Sancho can't fall into that category, bro. He can't. He's too good for that.
Yeah, but it's what he does with it. Because, bro, we've seen players that are too good for that, and it's like, what happened?
But that's the thing, bro. It's like what I was telling you. Like the guy was getting, he was under the same breath as like them two, these man, and like it's a shame. He's showing glimpses, so I know the talent is still there.
Yeah, but you know, in a way, yeah, even though that's not the case, some people, not on the same level as the streets will never forget, because that can never be his story. But some people look at Neymar a little bit robbed. Because they're looking at what he could have been.
Yeah, because the potential was so great.
Potential's out of this world, bro. Like, what he could have been and what I've seen him do. Like, when I was like younger as a kid, I didn't appreciate him, I'll be honest. Like, even when my dad used to be like, oh, like, look at Neymar, like, Neymar's the next one, whatever. I was like, I was drunk off the Ronaldo Kool-Aid, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like, when I'm looking at his highlights and I'm thinking, bro, as a technical player, you're way better than my man.
Nah, he's insane, bro.
Like, you're an alien, bro. But it's like, bar the injuries, forget injuries. It's like, what he could have been.
He should have stayed at Barca.
Yeah, he wanted to be the man at PSG though.
I hear it. They were never gonna let. This is the thing, bro. Messi should have Messi's the real dictator. The Messi dictatorship at Barca was too crazy.
That MSN lineup.
Like from when Neymar led the comeback against PSG.
Yeah,
then I saw Messi was getting like a lot of credit. I was like, I hear it, man. I get why Neymar wanted to leave.
Yeah, for real. It's like, do you know, I get that. But you see, like when it was Messi, Neymar, Suarez, that was a disgusting front three. Like, yeah, in my opinion, I think they're even better than BBC.
Now they are.
Like
they should have stayed. That we only got to see like maybe 3 seasons max with them.
Yeah, but it was special, bro. Like, because they complement each other in such a way, and you can tell they were friends like off the pitch. And I think that means so much when you like obviously like you're playing ball, you get on the pitch, like you got that kind of synergy. But I feel like as well, once again, it's like when you go somewhere because you want to be the man, you want to be the face, it doesn't always pan out well, bro.
Yeah, like Pogba to United.
Yeah, bro. It's like sometimes, I know it's easier said than done because when you're world class, you want to be like recognized for your talent. You don't want to be under someone else. But sometimes just play your position, bro, for the long run.
Yeah, I think if he stayed, then eventually when Messi left, he would have been the guy.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
or like eventually it would have been clear that he's becoming better than Messi anyways. You get me?
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. But
it's a tough one. At the time, it probably seemed like the best move for him.
Seemed, innit? And he thought,
and maybe they were the only. Maybe he was a bit worried about the Prem, and maybe they were the only people that could afford him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so he went for it. Yeah, it's a tough decision, but
it was a blockbuster move. Like, it's ballsy, bro. Like, world record transfer fee.
Yeah,
you're the guy. Like,
going PSG, it made sense.
He should have, yeah. And if it turned out well for him, like, bro, guys will be talking about, like, he could have had like 3-4 Ballon d'Ors. Guys will be talking about him in the like, or what he could have been. Like, yo, my man is as good as Messi, Ronaldo. Like, you get me?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you see the way I see Neymar? Yeah, you know, like that guy you went to school with, that you thought was gonna do the mad thing as like when he became an adult.
Yeah.
But then he didn't. Like, he just turned out being a normal guy. But like when you see him, you still rate him because you remember him.
From back then, yeah.
Yeah, just doing like, whether that's, I don't know, education, whether that's sports, even with girls, bro. And it's like, when you see him, you always give him his respect, but then you sit and you think, boy, what could have been? If you just fixed up, if you just, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I see Neymar.
With him, like, I think like he should have, like, I wanted him to win the World Cup in 2022 because I was like, I wanted him to have one thing over Messi and Ronaldo in it.
Yeah.
I thought like it would have been the perfect story. Like, cool, Messi and Ronaldo, you done your thing in club football.
Yeah.
Neymar's the one with the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it was even that, like, I think his career is so unlucky. Like, it was like a meant to be story. He scored that goal against Croatia. It looked like Brazil was on their way to the semis.
Yeah.
They would have beaten Argentina, I'm sure of it. But yo, like, again, his career is just full of what ifs. It's unlucky.
And that's a lesson, bro, because I don't want my life to be a what if.
Yeah.
You see, when you look back and you say coulda, woulda, shoulda, that's pain, you know.
That's peak, bro.
And that's, you know, when you talk to me about like my motivations and we've gone through 1 or 2 of them, that's another one of my motivations. I don't want to be the guy that could have done that. And like, even sometimes, what made me like fix up at an alarming rate, and even with like my content, obviously change it around, is I looked back on my life and I thought, this is where I've wasted time. This is where I wasted some years. This is where I made mistakes. And I think, like, going back to what you said about lifestyle, if I was just switched on, what could I have done with that time? Where would I be now? If I just, not just made the right choices, but if I just sat down and said, cool, this is what I've got a good hand. How do I utilize that? Then obviously, things would have advanced a lot quicker than I would have liked them to, if that makes sense. Thank the Lord, and God willing, I do have the opportunity to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? Like going forward, I'm not like in jail for the rest of my life. I'm not strung out on the streets or nothing like that. But I will say one of the most traumatic things, or traumatic is a strong word, I'll say haunting things, is looking back and saying what I could have done. Because, bro, I've worked with grown men. When I say grown men, I'm talking late 40s, 50s. And they're talking about, boy, I should have done this, do you know, I could have. And it's scary, bro, because like you can see the pain in their eyes. And bro, you see time is a current, it's not, bro, time is priceless. I can't even call it a currency. You can't reverse the hands of time, So that's why I even say, like, whether it's like relationships or even friendships or whatever it is, the reason I'm so intentional now about who I talk to and whatever is because I look back in my past and I think, why did I waste time with you? Like, if I had just never met you, or I cut you off sooner, it wouldn't have gone, or not, it wouldn't have gone a certain way. I could have avoided those kind of bumps in the road. And that's why now I always say to people, especially the younger you are, the better, be extremely, extremely intentional about your life. If this looks funny or it's looking janky, avoid it. If this looks like a bad decision, avoid it. Because I'm a firm believer in this. Like, life is a lot like boxing, yeah? You get some boxers that will go in the ring and they will go to war for 12 rounds. You see, by the time that guy's career is finished, his brain looks like custard. And yes, he was entertaining in his time and we all had a laugh and we all cheered him on and all of that. But he's finished, bro. He's twitching like a grasshopper. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got the other guy. He might not have been so entertaining, but he made the right moves. He ducked. He did this. He avoided certain fights. He went with the moves that made sense. By the time his career's finished, he has all his wealth and he has all his faculties. And I always say to people, try and live your life by that example. Say to yourself, when all is said and done, do I have all my faculties? Did I take more damage than I should have? That's what I say to people, avoid damage as much as you can. Because so many people in this world, they're so damaged, bro. And it's like, when a person's been damaged beyond repair, it's so hard to heal from that. And then you start to see that their trauma or their damage starts to flare up. Sometimes it's the way they talk. Sometimes it's the way they do business. Sometimes it's the way they deal with people. Sometimes it's the way they live their life, bro. Like, I know some people, they can't spend a day sober. Well, knew some people. And it's like, I can tell, like, you might say you're enjoying yourself. Nobody who likes themselves will do that to themselves every single day. Like, you're drinking to the point you're vomiting. You don't like yourself. Something has obviously happened to you that you're trying to escape. And it's like, I always say to people, avoid getting into a place where you take that path. We have to win in life, bro. Me and you both. We have to win. I'm telling you, we have to win. I'm not having it. I'm winning by the hook or the crook, bro. Like,
no, we have to. It's the only option. I don't even want to think about the other option.
Bro, that does not even cross my consciousness. It doesn't exist. You know, like right now, there's probably a planet, like some people think there's an alien planet where cars are flying, and that doesn't exist to me. That's the same way failure doesn't exist to me. We need to fail in order to advance. That's how you learn. Like, even in boxing, when I first started, I used to like box with my hands down. I got my face peppered. I learned, don't you ever do that again. Like, I do it against people that aren't that good because like I don't have to put my hands up against you because like you're you. But if I'm fighting someone I know, like this guy knows what he's doing, hands go up, G. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, I had to go through that to learn not to make that mistake. So that's the only time failure is good. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I say, yeah, fail, but only to advance. Don't fail for no reason. Nothing in this life should be done for no reason.
Yeah, well, not complete failure. Complete failure.
Yeah, don't rub yourself out. You know what I mean? Like, I always say life is not GTA. You can't respawn, you know. Like, when you're done,
that's
you're
the
done.
thing. That's the thing. Or it's like what you said, like, you're grateful you haven't made mistakes that are irreversible.
1000%.
Yeah. I think that was that point was crazy good. Like, yeah, man.
Bro, like, there's some people that I knew in the past, like, it's like you will never get another chance because you've gone too far. You've made mistakes where you've signed out. I always say to people, it's not GTA, bro. You're not going to wake up outside the police station or the hospital. Like, you're done.
Yeah, it's over.
And when people start treating life seriously, you understand, like I said, don't incur too much damage. I mean, because I'm a firm believer, like, you see, like us as human beings, when we start off life, we're like a white canvas. And as we navigate through life, people will throw their paint onto us. That can be bright colors, that can be dark colors. I always say to people, try to capture as much bright colors as you can because you'll tell a much more beautiful picture. And not only will it tell a better picture, it will also color your worldview. Some people, like, they live their life in such a dark place because they're only surrounded by dark colors, or they've only been imprinted by dark colors. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I always say to people, like, as much as you can, try and keep your worldview positive. That's why I don't like manosphere content, because I've met horrible women, I've met amazing women. But if I listen to that content, you're going to teach me that all women in the world are disgusting and bad. You know what I mean? Like, I've had fake friends, I've had amazing friends. If I start listening to music or rap songs, my friends, they're all snakes, I'm going to start thinking, don't trust, like, isolate myself because people are so evil. But it's like, nah, bro, it's like the good with the bad. And the more positive experiences you have, I think it compounds as well. And it builds you into a better person. Even in, like, I like what you said about your relationship, that fundamentally it was incompatible. You might not realize it, but it's left you better than before. Because you've had such a great experience, you can move on. If you do move on, because we know that door's staying a little bit, you know what I mean? But it's like, you can move on from a more positive place. And without realizing it, even though whether you've mentioned it or not, she's probably taught you things, or she's probably contributed to your life to make you a much better person.
Now, 1000%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That goes without saying, like, because a lot of people, that's another thing, that sometimes people, like, they get into a relationship and then they exit it.
Yeah.
And they might think that, oh, it was a waste of time, or like, waste of money. But it's like, there's deeper things to that. Like, yeah, cool, it could have been a waste of time, money, but, like, you both learned, right? And I think the experiences and the lessons you learn, there's no price on that. So, like, what she taught me about myself, and just what to know, like, more to know, like, like, basically how to function and not take care of a whole nother human being, but just maneuver, like, basically be compatible with someone else. Like, I learned a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Some things that I didn't even know about myself, I learned. You get me?
That's what I'm saying.
So, yes, like you said, bro, like, yeah, you can't put a price on that experience. Likewise, I must have taught her a lot as well. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, bro, like, it's crazy.
It's like, crazy, bro. So it's like, you can now move on from a place of, like, I've been taught to be a better individual. So it's compounded, right? If you meet another person, and even if it doesn't work out, and maybe fundamentally, once again, you're incompatible, yeah? You can now say, cool, this experience happened, but now I've moved out and I've become an even better person, or moved on and become an even better person. It's kind of like XP in a game. Yeah. You keep completing missions. It's like you get stronger and better. You can pick better weapons.
Yeah. And it's like what you said, is to have a positive mind view, because, like,
that's what it is.
A lot of people can view it as negative as well, and be like, very angry, upset, or, like, throw their emotions at the wrong people. But if you view it in a positive lens, like, I learned something, or you think about the experiences, like, it's only going to help you in life.
1000%. Like, I've dated, like I always say, when it comes to women, I've only had, like, 2 horrific experiences in my life, innit? Certain man, bro, their whole life has been horrific, so I have to be thankful for that. And I got out of those situations scot-free. I didn't really lose anything, right? But when it first started, I was sitting there, I was like, oh, like, I wasted so much money, even though they weren't, like, long, like, dating for long. I wouldn't really call them relationships. Someone call it, like, dating. Even though it weren't long, I was sitting there, I was like, oh, that money could have gone to better use or whatever. But then I say to myself, I paid to see the kind of woman I don't want. Because some guys don't know the kind of woman they don't want. They just want a woman. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or someone that looks nice.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, cool, I've paid my money. I paid for my tuition. It's like paying for a course. I paid my money. I got to see the kind of woman I don't want in 4K, right? Anyone I meet after that, if you show even a couple of traits of that, I will run like it's a war-torn country. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's an expensive lesson, isn't it?
Expensive lesson. So I've paid my money not to deal with you. Some guys, they haven't paid their money yet, bro. So do you know what ends up happening? They end up having kids, and they can never get rid of that woman. Their kids grow up, the kid hates them. He's never even done nothing wrong. The mom's telling him, yeah, your dad's a waste man. She can't even tell him why he's a waste man. Do you know what I'm saying? Some men, they lose their house. Some guys lose half their money. Some guys lose their sanity, bro. Like, there's some men, you see him on the road, he's dribbling and he's drunk, and you're thinking, how can a big man get himself in that situation? But some woman crushed his mind, bro, because he hasn't paid his tuition yet. It's like uni. Some people say, I don't want to go uni. I don't want to owe money. That's fine, G. But there's certain jobs you can't get without a degree. So the people that have gotten certain high-level jobs, they paid their tuition.
Yeah, you pay the fee.
You paid your fee. And you might not feel like it was a worthy investment, but when you've set yourself apart from certain people, that's the price you paid. There's some people, they never paid that fee. And it's like, they'll be sitting there thinking, right, I don't even want to work in Sainsbury's, but I'm stuck here. because he didn't pay the fee. And a fee doesn't always have to be uni. A fee can be a trades course, because not everybody's academic. So you can say, you know what, I want to go do a trade. I want to be a plumber. I want to be an electrician. And I feel like in life, you've got to pay the toll in some way or another. Just don't pay with your soul. You know what I mean? I always say to people, don't pay for things with your soul or your dignity. But money comes and goes. It's no big thing. So if you have to pay to know what situations to avoid, but that's a beautiful thing, G. I'm saying, it's mad, bro. Utilize money in that way. So that's my philosophy. You know what I mean? That's my law.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
my law.
It's
That's my law.
it can be a expensive lesson. Like, just treat it as an expensive lesson.
I wouldn't even call it expensive, bro. Because the money I'm going to make in the future, that's going to be chicken change. It's already chicken change.
But that's what people say as well. Like you're gonna make the money back, right? So
I've made it back tenfold.
Exactly. So you shouldn't worry too much about that.
I don't think guys should worry about the money in the first place. You know where a lot of men go wrong? They spend more money than they was willing to spend. Like, I meet a lot of men that they're taking women to these restaurants or they're taking her on holidays. Like, you don't really want to do that. But you think to yourself, if I spend this money, she'll like me or she'll rate me. What they don't understand is how it starts is how it finishes. If she started off not rating you, no matter what you do, you can bring Jesus down from heaven. She'll say, where's his sandals? She's never going to rate you. You can't force or corrupt a woman to rate you. And it's like, if you had to move mountains to get her respect, which quite frankly, who is she anyways? It's like, what was the point? Why not just deal with a woman that thinks the sun shines out your ass from the beginning? And that way you'll have a much better experience.
That's literally the thing. Like, you have to, like, it depends on the guy, innit? Because I think some people, it's like they pay the fee but they don't learn and they just keep paying. They pay the next time and they pay. It's like going to different universities. You're still with different girls. You're still doing the same mistakes. Like, some people, they're just destined to never learn.
Bro, they're insane, bro.
It's because they view it from a negative lens. Like they might break up or they might have a rift in their relationship and be like, instead of viewing it as like, oh, okay, I learned this and this, they're like, oh, I hate girls, like, and then they move on to the next one and they try to do the same thing, and then
but that's the thing,
it's never going to work.
And you know what it is with a lot of men? They see women as a scoreboard. You can't win, G. Even if you have sex with the baddest girl, and believe me, I've been there. What did I win? Where's my prize? Who's going to push something through my letterbox and say, ding, 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 guess what you won? I don't win nothing. It's an experience, but I haven't won. With a lot of men, they see it as cool. If I spend this money, I won. If I sleep with this woman, I won. If my relationship is successful, I won. But bro, whether it falls apart or it doesn't, you didn't win. It's not a scoreboard. And when you get trapped into that mentality of thinking that you need to win, you end up doing anything to secure the end result. You care about the outcome. When you care about the outcome, you become transactional because I'm paying for the outcome. But why? It's an experience. You know what I'm saying? It's about the process. I might think Arteta is a waste man when he first said, trust the process. What's this guy talking about? He ain't won in years. He won the other day. So his process worked for him. You know what I'm saying? There's no winning, bro. Like, some guys enter a relationship, I need to make everything work, but you don't. If she don't like you, she don't like you. If she doesn't rate you, she doesn't rate you. Let her go and find someone who works for her. And even if he has a better experience out of her than you did, he didn't win either. She just found someone that's more compatible with her. Like, bro, I see certain guys that are like, yeah, she was horrible to me. She disrespected me. That's all well and good. But it's like, bro, why do you care about a disrespectful, horrible woman anyways? She will go and find someone who's just like her. And when two people with dark hearts meet, the person with the darker heart will consume the other one. It's just natural laws. So she will meet someone that's as bad as her, if not worse. And she will get destroyed. But it's not your business. Let her ruin someone else's life. I always say, it's like, you know when a man says, this guy owes me money, you know? Fair enough, he didn't pay you back, but you paid to never have to deal with him again. Because the fact he owes you money, you can turn around and say, you know what? Don't ever speak to me again. My bridge is burned. And the bridge is now burned. No matter what this man does in life, he can never walk that bridge again. How much people in life are kind enough to give a person money? Not many. So if he's burned that bridge, he's going to have to go from person to person to person, trying to find that link again. That's why you find some people that they might burn a person, they'll come back years later trying to reconnect because they went out into the big wide world and they realized, I had it sexy over there and I flopped it. So as long as you live your life with integrity and honor and dignity, and going back to what I said, credibility and self-belief, bro, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? Let demons be with demons. I don't know if you're a religious person, but if you are a religious person, you'll realize in every story, demons never win in the end. You know what I mean? They may have influence, they may have power, but they haven't won the final battle. And all that matters is that final battle. It's like in football, all that matters is that final match. If you haven't won that final match, I don't give a monkey's what you did up until then. That's my mentality. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, I agree. I agree. There's nothing that you said that I disagree with, innit?
Yeah, bro.
I like the thinking, and like, yeah, like every road leads back to the point that you made, like, what's it? If someone's not right for you, they'll move on and they'll find someone who's like them, and then the darker heart will consume the other one. Like, it's crazy how life works, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. Like, I had a girl that I was dealing with, I'll call it more of like a fling. And she was like, she could get rude and horrible at times, innit? And I said to her, listen, I don't bark at women, I don't raise my voice, I don't attack them, I don't hit them. But one day you will meet a man who is nothing like me. She didn't listen. See the next guy she dealt with? He pulled a gun out on her. Now, I'm not saying nobody should do that to someone. That's disgusting. But what I'm trying to say is you met someone that was more aligned with your character. Because only a disgusting person will do that to another person. And it's like, even though you're not on that same level of nastiness, it goes back to what I said, when two people meet, the one will consume the other. He's consumed you. And that's what I always say to people, like, deal with people. Like, even if you're going to deal with a woman, deal with the kind of woman that will sit down in the park with you. Deal with the woman that will walk with you. Deal with the woman that asks you about your family. She's interested in you, your essence. So even if you become the most beautiful man in the world tomorrow, she liked you. Even if you didn't have nothing going for yourself, she liked you. She stayed in contact with you. That's a woman that likes your essence, you. You know what I'm saying? If you deal with a woman where you have to have all this costume and all of these things, it's like you will never get anywhere. And it's like, even in the Bible, there's a scripture from Ezekiel 7:19, and he says, they will throw their money in the streets, or they will throw their silver in the streets, and their gold will become like an unclean thing, and it will lead them into calamity. And why I say that stood out to me as well is because people are throwing their money in the streets. It goes back to what we said about lifestyle and spending on this and spending on that. You're throwing your money into the streets. And it has become an unclean thing, because it's like, where has all this spending led you? Where has it gotten you? Do you understand? And I think that's why role models are so important, because you need to look at that shining example. And it could be for something small. It's like, look at when we was talking about colorism. And I said I had a family member that was the guy and he was dark skinned. At 13, that did a lot for me. He was my example then. Do you understand? And then you move on and you elevate and you become greater and you become bigger. But what I say to a lot of guys is, bro, never pay to play. Because anyone can push their coin inside an arcade and play the game. If I have to pay to play, anyone can have you. Why do I want someone that anyone can have you? You're nothing. I'm saying, you see the pavement, we can all walk on the pavement. It's not private grass. So anyone can walk on you. Why would I want you? That's like sitting down right now and making love to the pavement. Why? Everyone's been on it. It's not sacred. You know what I'm saying? I would say for a lot of men, it's like they need to love themselves more. When you love yourself more, you don't entertain certain things because you love yourself. When you love yourself, you give yourself the best experiences, because I love myself. Self-love. You can't damage something that loves itself. You know, like a cat. Don't know if you're into animals. Have you noticed if you try and touch a cat too much, it doesn't want you near it. You're touching me too much. I gave you enough access, but don't take the piss. It's a little bit like that. Love yourself, bro. You know what I mean? That's my philosophy. Love yourself. Yeah, man. But like I said, bro, talking to you, like, even for your age, the maturity, the way you carry yourself, the composure, I personally, and I said it from now, I think you're going to do big things, honestly. And I don't say that for no reason. As you've probably clocked from my content, I can be a very brutally honest person. Yeah. So I definitely think you'll go on to do amazing things.
Thank you, bro. It actually means a lot.
To keep going. Like I said, this, like, aside from obviously your content, aside from your business, which I think will do numbers, it's already doing numbers from what I've seen, from what you've posted. Aside from all of that, what really captured me is you seem like a very pure guy. I can tell you've got like a good heart. Even the way you live your life, like I said, you've had many reasons to go that way. You chose to go this way. I respect that a lot. And yeah, bro, I think you'll go on to do amazing things. Honestly, believe you me, I think that.
No, thank you, bro. It means a lot.
Yeah,
it's like real, recognize real, innit? That's what it goes back to. Yeah. And I remember when I followed you and then you followed me back. I messaged you the message I messaged you was like, bro, like, I'm watching your videos and I'm gaining all this, like something along the lines of like, I'm gaining the knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, been there from the jump. Like, yeah. So it's real recognized, real, innit?
Yeah, bro. Like, do you think you'll ever do a podcast?
A podcast?
Yeah.
It's always been on my mind because like, I feel like I can talk for hours, innit?
Yeah.
But under the right circumstances, for sure.
Go for it, bro. Like, one thing I love about Tony Montana, even though he died like an arsehole and I thought he's a bit of a snake. Have you watched Scarface?
Yeah.
You know, like the way he treated Frank and that. And I like when Frank said to him, and that's another reason it goes back to credibility as well. I like when Frank said to Tony, you want me to believe that Omar was a stoolie because Sosa said so. And I think now in our lives, especially with content creators, a lot of people don't speak from authenticity. And it's kind of like, you want me to believe something because you said so. And it goes back to what we said about you can tell if you're clued up who's real and who's not real, right? And even though he snaked Frank and he did the dirty dog thing, one thing I always say I liked about Tony is the sense of the world is mine. The world is yours, essentially. And even when like Manny was talking about prison in Cuba, he said, no, you remember that. I don't want to remember that anymore. And I think that's the thing. Like that mentality of just go for it, bro. Just grab. You know what I mean?
You have to just take your
It's a free for all, bro. It's like whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? So that's my mentality, man. But I'm going to wrap up the show. Bro, yeah, this was a session. Like we went into football, characters, lifestyle.
Everything.
It was a show, definitely. And yeah, man, shout yourself out. I mean, a lot of people already know who you are, but go for it again.
I mean, like, I'm grateful to be on this platform. So
appreciate it.
For anyone that didn't know me before watching this, I hope you got a great impression on me. But literally, I'm on all platforms. It's literally one Avinas, so one AVINAAS. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. But yeah, follow me on Instagram and YouTube. That's the two that I'm trying to push the most now. So yeah, we much appreciate it, and thank you for this opportunity and inviting me down, bro. I enjoyed this. It was sick. Like, bro, we were talking for hours. It felt like, bro, it just went,
flowing.
It was hella natural. That's what I love.
Shall we roll? I could literally go for another 10 hours.
Yeah. That's how it was going, isn't it?
Yeah. I could definitely go for another 10 hours. One day we got to run it back, naturally. And yeah, man, like I said, it was a joy to talk to you. And bro, just keep grinding. I think, especially with creators, they can take a leaf out of your book. I feel like a lot of creators are trying to be a slave to the brand. Like everybody's thinking, let me just get clout and then hopefully a brand looks at me. I feel like you've taken that step and you said, you know what? I'm going to become my own brand. I'm going to become my own thing. And I think a lot of people could take a leaf out of that book. So yeah, man, keep going. 2026. We're in what, 6 months in?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're all going to finish strong for the both of us. And let's go for it, man. That CR7 mentality. Let's go for it.
Of course, we have to.
You know what I mean? Definitely. Once again, good to have you, my brother. Of course. There we go.